What's the deal, my people? You know what it is, the Don Tony Teflon, Phil the Issues guy. He's in the building. He's just backstage right now. But we are here, the Usual Suspects podcast, and we are here to break down the last episode, this episode of Dexter, Dexter Resurrection, I guess I should say, that has just gotten over with. Still going on a little bit on Showtime, but we have watched it all and everything, and it is all good. What is up with everybody in here? Let me say what up to some of y'all people right here joining the Don right now, in the chat right now. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for your boys as you come through the building. Let's say what up to some people up in here. We got Jay Floyd is up in the building rocking with us. Who is this? Bacon Jr. is up, and not to be confused with Bacon Sr. Bacon Jr. is up in here. Crazy is up in the building rocking with us right now. Juan C. is in the building rocking right now. Steven is in the place right now. Celise Baratheon's. I have not seen Celise Baratheon's mustache in a very long time. What is going on? Hope everything is good with you. What up to Chelsea Stevens, my fam in the building rocking with us right now? What's going on? What's going on? And her son, Chelsea Stevens' son, is in the building, is rocking with us right now. I'm thinking that somebody else. I'm sorry. I see Stevens. I think you're related to me. 1 second. Anthony Chessman is in the building rocking. We got media. Melanie TV is in the building rocking with us. Katie Joe is up in this piece. Culture Clip is in the piece rocking with us right now. We got Jay Jackson is up in here, and Michelle is in the building rocking with us right now. Culture Clip is in here. I said Bacon Jr. Bacon Sr. got ended by the Ripper, unfortunately.
Either way, it's delicious, Tony. Either way, it's delicious.
Now I got. But when I see Stevens, I thought you was related to me because my stepfather's name, mother's name is Stevens. It's Claudette Stevens. So that's what it is. My man KP is in the building, rocking with us right now. The Muse is in the building, rocking with us. We got a bunch of people. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for your boy on the way and just get that done. You know what I mean? It's that simple. You get that done, hit that thumbs up. You never got to hit it again. And then it spreads it out to more people and everything else, all that good stuff. We got VC Media saying what up to Phil the Issues guy. Saying what's up. And look, KP loves the last. You see this?
Wow, KP liking this show.
Turned KP. We turned him.
Wow.
We turned him. We turned it. You know, there's I think only one show I suggested KP in the end didn't like, and I understand the reason why.
Tony, do you remember beginning of the season? KP said, "I'll never like Dexter. I hate Dexter. Fuck Dexter." All that sort of shit.
I do remember him saying something along that ilk. And
I might be paraphrasing a little bit, KP, but awesome. I'm glad that you're feeling the show. This was another really awesome episode. I'm glad that you liked it. Cat and Mouse, I think it was called, Tony.
Which he said, I told Sister Pam to join your live stream. Well, we have not heard from Sister Pam. Maybe she's in the chat right now. Maybe we get enough people in there. You have a celebrity like Sister Pam in here. Maybe we need to have, 500 people or something in here, which is possible. We could do that. We've done pretty good numbers as it goes along and stuff like that.
Yeah, I might have a special guest for us, Tony. I got to talk to you about it after the show, but I'm working a ridiculous guest. But it's a special guest.
Really?
Yeah, nothing to do with the show, nothing to do with anything. But he randomly contacted me, and maybe we could do something with him. Well, I'll talk to you about it after the show.
I know that a friend. Your friend I met through you.
My good buddy, co-host of the Issues program, Walking David, is doing really well out there in movies and stuff like that.
He's got a new movie that's just coming out and stuff like that, and we'll promote it as soon as it gets ready for launch and everything else like that, and all that good stuff and everything else. So that is what it is. People are like, John, hey, they're asking, where's Melanie? Where's Melanie? She's in the chat right now. She's in the chat chilling. She's always welcome to come back. She knows that. That's never an issue. We enjoyed having her and stuff. All right, well, let's get into a little bit of it, Phil, and then we'll 9 o'clock we'll do the breakdown again. Again, we'll have the if y'all If you want to call him, we're going to use Phil's phone line again. We'll put
Absolutely.
the number inside the chat as soon as we're done talking a little bit and stuff like that. What do you think about this episode, Phil?
Well, I think before we start here, because you know what, you can't do this yourself. So can I give you the flowers for being right about like so much in this fucking episode? Like, okay, I must admit, I said, oh, it would be awesome if we see the other dude walking in, but you were calling this twin thing for weeks and weeks and weeks since they said Gemini killer, almost since the first breakdown. Like, I don't mean to get down on. But give the man his flowers when he gets him right. If you trash him when he gets one little thing wrong. So Tony, I got to give you full credit for that one. There was a lot I didn't see coming in this episode, but that was like, I love how they did it too with the music. With you mentioned it in your video. With one guy's the talkative one guy's sort of like the soft spoken one. But they also did it with a really cool intro song, and each one of them got a different intro song when he was following them in the cat and mouse game. I think you were on this one from the beginning. I do wish that we saw a little bit more what the Gemini can do. Again, we've heard more what these people can do rather than see them. But the way Dexter got the turnaround in this episode was just fun. Again, on the edge of your seat. And Dexter does not, except for John Lithgow, does he ever bump into anyone that he can't outmaneuver? I mean, Dexter's like he's the superstar.
Got all these guys now, which is kind of weird. Now that I will take the bow. Thank you, Bacon Jr. I did call this and say, and I would like to say real quick about, I don't want to go into it too much because it is what it is. Yes, I got a lot of this stuff right, but what it's all about, I made a theory on this whole situation. The difference between
your field goal percentage is high this season, Tony. You're hitting a lot of shots this season.
I'm getting it done. But the difference between making a theory and actually having an idea is that a theory, you have to have proof that backs up your claim. So anytime I make up a theory, I always have something that backs up that claim. If not, then it's just a hunch, right? So when I say I make up a theory, I always show y'all what led me to this and what said.
Right. You show your work. You're not just giving the answer to the division. You're showing the long division. You're showing like how you got to that point.
Yeah, so everyone can just come up and say, I think this is what it's going to be. I think this is what it is. But you got to have the proof to back it up. You know what I mean? So I gave y'all the proof that was going to back it up, and it turned out, in fact, I got the whole scene. I said that was going to be the ending scene and how he was going to follow him in the thing, and boom, boom, he gets taken out. Whole thing, 100%. Got that right. So I'll take a toast for the dime real quick.
Definitely on that one. Take your flowers on that one. That was awesome. But I thought this was an interesting episode that threw me for a loop in a couple situations. I didn't expect Prater to be acting so desperate in a way, like the way Dinklage shifted his performance in this episode. There's something even in his voice, the way he's sort of talking, he's really panicking, even if he's not verbally putting it out there right now. And I don't know exactly why. Maybe it was because of Jessica Jones's situation to get that done. I thought that was done really cool as well, with Uma going into the gambling thing and just giving the guy what'd you call it? Just like a freaking stack of cash right after he loses, dude. It's like every gambler wishes Uma Thurman will walk in with a stack of cash.
Oh yeah, you would think that you want that to happen. That was a shit ton of money.
Dude, that was a
fucking just going there with like $5,000. You were there with like $100,000, $200,000.
Yeah, something like that. That was a big little package. A big little package. That was a huge package.
It definitely was 100%. Yeah, I like the twist. Regardless of what, I thought it was a great twist. Listen, this actor is amazing. I can't say enough about this guy. 100%. He's amazing. I only see like Oscars and stuff in this man's future. All he needs is the role to do it. I mean, the talent is there and everything, and he's done a great job. A lot of the actors done, but kudos to him 100%. That this guy is this David is just amazing, and he's gonna win something big when it's all said.
I would 100% agree with you. It's in a movie, like even his little performance. Little moment in The Dark Knight was very memorable. He's just something about him that jumps off screen. In that scene when he's following him in the bookstore and all of that, I just thought that whole lead up to the point where Dexter drops him was done well. I think, again, anyone who watched New Blood, our recaps of New Blood, I trashed the fuck out of Harrison like slam down. I like Harrison this season, Tony. I really do. He's so believable, relatable. I want to kill Bobby Bacala too. There's nothing wrong with you, Harrison. We all want to stab Steve Sharippa in the face with something. He's a douchebag. So it's okay. Like he's not acting. That's who he really is. Watch the Talking Sopranos podcast if you need proof of that. Steve Sharippa is a douchebag. Everyone wants to stab him in the eye, Tony. I mean, like he's a horrible actor. He's fucking horrible.
Yeah. Oh, my eye.
My eye. Fuck Bobby. Fuck you, Steve. Fuck you.
Why? Why'd you do that?
Oh, I was in Blue Bloods. Don't you know? Oh, Bobby. Bobby, damn.
The actor who's playing Harrison, I said
he's
the
great.
I think they didn't. It's either one or two things. I don't know. We'd have to speak to him personally and know it, but I think they're either trusting him more or he's getting his feet wet being around people like this, and now he feels more comfortable in executing his craft, or they just didn't give him a lot to work with that the other season. It really didn't. When we look at everything that happened, it just didn't. They didn't give him a lot. They gave little things here and there, but nothing big and everything else.
And I know we're bouncing around because we'll break down the episode in each section. So we're just trying to hit some of the points. I thought everything with Batista and the detective was really well done too. When he showed up right at the right time, that's kind of what we were talking about and how we thought that would go too. And everything with Jessica Jones's character, the lady, Kristen Ritter's character, Lady Vengeance. Everything with her and her only lasting 3 episodes. Was that even her? The dead body? Was that her? Did they even get her?
It says it's 3 episodes on IMDb right now that she's supposed to be in it. So I guess that was her laid out.
Yeah, I guess it was. But I thought that was all done quick and dark and interesting. I just thought this episode really worked for me. So these last 3 have been the show hitting on all cylinders.
The only thing I could say, like I said, if I had one complaint about the show, and I really don't have many, but if I did, it's just that usually when you see Dexter and he goes after a serial killer, it takes him all season to get one.
Yeah, he's montaging these guys.
This is a straight montage of serial killer matchup. Like he's going through them all so fast, and usually if you watch it's the whole season it takes him to get the main guy. He has gotten everybody. All this getting got every one of them. It's really fast. You know what I mean? That would be the only thing. I would love to see more of them, but I understand what they're doing and why they have to keep the pacing moving along and everything else. But I really wish we could spend more time with each of them. I wish they all had their separate season.
Oh, absolutely. Or at least an episode dedicated to them and exploring them a little bit more. I guess you kind of got that, but not really. It's interesting that it looks like at this point, the ponytail guy will be the last dude standing when I thought he would be the first one gone. He's totally because do you think Dexter's, and we'll talk more about this on our predictions for the next episode, but briefly, do you think what's Dexter's plan now? He has to kill the other Gemini guy. You gotta get the other one, right?
The other one's got to go if he can figure it. I don't think the other one knows that the other one is dead yet.
No,
I don't know. I don't think he knows that. So I think that's what's going to save him right now. But yeah, listen. I know a lot of people have said, and I've seen it all the time that that it's a good chance that this guy's the one that the Goldilocks dude, Rapunzel dude is the guy who is going to take out Harrison's girl, because she does wear a lot of ponytails. She does. I mean, that there's no denying that. And easily I could see them doing that with her, but I really think it's going to be Gemini. I think because the kids involved too. And they have no problem doing things to kids on this show. They have no problem. They'll show that go down. So I'm going to go with the Gemini as the one who takes her out, but she's got to go. And I think the kid's going to go too. Yeah. I think that's the way it is. You know what I mean?
I think it would be unfortunate, but probably so. That being said, I do think Harrison goes to college next season and Dexter uses Prater's money to pay for it. Like they set up all those dominoes easy to fall that Harrison is definitely going to college next season and Dexter has the money to pay for it. He just doesn't. They haven't connected the dots on that yet, but they basically set that up like an underhand fast.
100%. And he doesn't need to be going to NYU. I mean, I know. See, that's the whole thing. The prestige of
dude, go to community college for fuck's sake.
Go to Queens College. He's in Queens. Go to Queens College. I don't know why they don't do it. I'm talking to the showrunners. If y'all are watching, Why no love for Queens College? Queens College is a beautiful college. It's right where I grew up and everything else. Go to Queens College. It's much more affordable. Everyone wants to do NYU also. It's always NYU, always that and everything else. It should be go to Queens College. Guys in Queens, man, they ain't got the dough. Go right to Queens College. It's a great campus, and the Don will come out there and watch y'all shoot. You know what I mean? So
that would be amazing. And we got to watch this show. It's like Saved by the oh no, Gemini dies halfway through. Harrison, the college years spinoff show, like Saved by the Harrison, the spinoff years, like him.
Well, you have Harrison up in there. You know what I mean? In college now, you got the Ted Bundy, the campus and stuff and everything else. So there's a lot of ways they could take it, and I think you're right about that. They're definitely going to do that. 100%.
Yeah, he's going to pay for Harrison's college. That'll be one of the big conclusion points for the season. He already has enough money from Prater to send him to school. That's going to happen.
Yeah, Harrison's definitely got, especially when this chick goes, he's going to have nothing else there to keep him in this hotel and everything and all that. So his whole connection and everything else is going to be. We got a super chat.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, thank you so much. And this is from Summerfield's Dynamic Dog Training. Go check them out. If you need your dog trained, go check them out. He says, hey, Tony and Phil, my long-term prediction for the series finale is that he does kill Leon and acquires info on other serial killers that are part of his group. And Dex goes after all of them for season 2, season 3. I would like to see that. I don't know how many more he has, because I do remember them saying that the group changes out, right? Like Lady Vengeance said she's been there for a couple of years now. She's been there for a little bit and stuff. So it does change out. I would love to see that. You know what I mean? That there's other information. I think next season is the New York Ripper season. What do you think?
It seems like they're setting that up because it is the background thing that's kind of carrying through the undercurrent of the entire season as we're getting through the Prater storyline this year. But I could see something like that. Like, that's just a fun thought. He gets him at the end. That's if they want to just keep spinning this forever in a fun way. Like, give me all your info, and it's a book of every possible serial killer or killer in the country that Dexter doesn't even know about it. And he's like, oh, now it's time to, whatever. And he goes around hunting them all next season and meeting them in different places. But I'm not sure if they're going to go in that direction. I think they're going to set up some big thing that's going to set Dexter off balance at the end of this season, and probably is going to involve the New York Ripper. That maybe could the Ripper be the one that kills Harrison's girl? No.
I don't think we see the New York Ripper this season at all. I think it's just set up for the future. I think they have too much to clean up to introduce somebody else. There's a lot to clean up here. And for them we only have a few episodes left. So to introduce at the end, New York Ripper, now he's dead.
We're getting some interesting stuff in the chat, though. We're going back and forth. It's almost like I want to put a poll, but we should put a poll up or something. Is blessing the New York?
Do I have to do it?
Unfortunately, you have to do it, I think. But there's Blessing. Do you think Blessing is the New York Ripper?
I'll put the poll up. Let's put the poll up. And
I'm curious if people. Let's see. While Tony does that, I'll go in the chat. Loach says, I doubt Blessing is the Ripper. And then we got Jay Floyd that says, oh, yeah, Blessing about to go to the rails. Someone else in the live chat said Blessing is definitely the Ripper. So I'm curious what the chat has to say about that. I could possibly see Harrison's girlfriend die in the last episode and leaving it for the next season. That's what I was saying, C. Wells. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen, but if something that leads Dexter into having to hunt someone in a more serious manner. So that isn't so much a dartboard, because I agree with Tony. I'm loving this season and the way it's put together and each episode individual. The only thing, if I can come up with one little, and it's a selfish thing, it's that they created this interesting Suicide Squad of serial killers and all these interesting characters, and it would have been.
And David was a part of the Suicide Squad. He was the polka dot man.
Exactly, and it would have been kind of cool to see each one of them get a chance to show off their superpower, so to speak.
100%. I agree. I wish it was like that. on. I'm sure trying to get. This takes a while for me to
It
maneuver.
does. It's a pain in the fucking butt. There's no reason a moderator shouldn't be able to do it either. And it's tough because it seems like this season is also somewhat about Dexter getting his mojo back and getting back into Dexter. So in some ways, Tony, the serial killer Suicide Squad was just set up to get Dexter back on his game and show how he could evolve a little bit and, kind of screw over Lady Vengeance in a different kind of way and outmaneuver FBI's most wanted #1 and Doogie Howser, Stinson, what was his thing again? What was his?
He was the tattoo
collector. The tattoo killer. Yeah, the tattoo killer. Like, just to show that he's the best of them, essentially, for whatever that's worth, and really set up his anti-hero kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking now. You see, I don't know why I came over now. I'm looking, 49 likes. We have over 100 people here, bro. Come on, man.
Let's go. We got 150 right now. Let's go. Let's get 150. Let's get 150 to subscribe to Teflon TV and fill the issues guy right now.
Y'all could do better than that.
Loach, I don't know who let Morales out of Oz and changed his name to Batista. That's why he knew how to get to Dexter so easily to change his name back. He's like, I'm from Oz. You can't pull one on me, motherfucker. Where is the whirly? But Lumberjack Dexter had zero mojo. And as the Must said, this season was about getting Dexter. Yeah, getting Dexter back, like getting him back going, getting resurrected. Exactly. But who did leave him? Adam Waters says, I think Rapunzel is going to end up being the really dark and the worst of all. He does, because he seems the jolliest in real life. So that would make sense that when we actually see him doing his business, it's the worst.
It 100% does that they do that. But in the end, I'm really thinking it's gonna be this dude. They're gonna focus more on this guy, on Gemini, than him, and that's what I think. So let's get those likes. So 50 likes is not good, and if we can get this to 100 likes, I will gift some memberships to y'all. So let's try to get it to 100 likes. And we get it to 100 likes. Let me know what it's at 100 likes, and then I'll give some memberships to everybody. We have over 165 people watching. Let's try to get to 100. Every 100 likes we get, and we keep going up, I'll give 5 more memberships, which will keep it going and stuff. But we have the poll up there, Phil. What do you think? Do you think Blessings is the New York Ripper?
No, I think the New York Ripper is her white whale, is her thing. That's why she could relate to Batista about when he's like, haven't you got that one case that just hasn't got away from you yet? I don't think she is a killer. I just think she's somebody that understands the way killers' minds work in some way. She has some weird thing connected to her past. That being said, she was odd. She was very odd in the scene when she was investigating. I'll take this call in 1 second. Very odd in the scene when she was investigating or talking about Lady Vengeance's victim. Anyways, this is from area code 276. 276. What's your name? What's your question? And where you're calling from?
What's this is Will from North Carolina. How you doing,
Will.
Guys?
Doing well, buddy.
What's going on, Will?
All right. So I was hoping with all the clues that they were putting out in front of us and everything that it was not going to end up being twins. And my biggest thought on that was, if they're calling him the Gemini killer, the media called him that. Well, that would be too crazy for it to be twins. And they fixed that. They said, they even had Dexter say, you named yourself.
Yeah, you named yourself. And he goes, no, I didn't name it. It just came to me. I couldn't be anything but that, or some bullshit like that. I forget what he said, but something like that, right?
Yeah, they definitely put that.
And the house, they were really good about fixing little inconsistencies or whatever. But all props to Tony. You had that, man. I wanted to think that they were going to have something bigger, but maybe not bigger, but not as easy to figure out. But having said that, now that we know that it's twins, they had an interview with I can't say his name, the guy who plays Gareth.
David.
David.
Say Dave.
Yeah. So they had an interview with him, the after show recap or whatever, and he started talking about, well, now that we know he was a twin, maybe you'll go back and start watching. One of the twins is left-handed, one of the twins is right-handed, and he started talking about how he tried to keep track of all that. But here's my question for you. It's like, all right, well, why does it, the only thing that it would matter about now, which twin was which, is if the twin that's there knows that his twin is killed, the one at the retreat. So that's the only little surprise that's left. It's like, if you go back and watch which twin is which now, I don't understand. It doesn't really matter. They didn't really do anything with it, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's why I think more has to happen with it, right? Dexter just can't eliminate this Gemini, because then it goes to exactly what you're saying. He just killed two people and it really meant nothing unless this twin somehow gets revenge on him. You know what I mean? So that's why I think that he has to be the one to kill Harrison's girlfriend and son. I think that's what it's got to be. Any other way, I just don't think it was like, all right, you killed the same guy twice. What sense does that make?
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's almost like, in my mind, I guess, the twin thing was so, I don't want to say easy to come by, because it wasn't really easy to come by, but yourself and a lot of people picked up on those clues, especially with the recording that you played where he was talking about his physical traits and stuff. And it's like, in my mind, I want there to be, it's like, oh, you thought that was going to be the big twist. This is what it's really going to be. So I don't know. We'll wait. But they, the show is still awesome, man. I wonder if we let ourselves down a little bit by playing these guessing games and being detectives together and figuring it out. Because it's like, it's cool when you're right, but it also kind of sucks. I wonder if you would have seen that coming if you weren't digging so deep into everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, unfortunately, from the business that I'm in right here on YouTube, I have no choice but to do it. And this is what I do for, like, not living, but this is what I do. And it's just like, I can't get out of it. I've always been like that since the Game of Thrones days and everything else. So it really led me to doing that. So I can't even watch a show. That's why it's not good to watch a show with me, because I'll be pausing shit and rewinding shit all the time and stuff for looking for things like that. So it's not good to watch a show with me and everything. But I listen. Would I love to just do this? Watch it and not have to go through all that 100%. But I do think, listen, I've been wrong many more times than I've been right. 100%. But to me, it's just the fun in trying to guess. And I think any show, I remember back in the day, everybody was saying, who the fuck shot JR? Right? I was a little kid when that came out, but I remember everyone, my mother, my aunts, all the neighborhood, who shot JR? Who shot JR?
Who shot Mr. Burns was pretty big for a moment too. Like,
that was a big one. The who shot Mr. Burns.
Who shot Mr. Burns one was pretty big too. Yeah.
No, right. So I think we all do it subconsciously, no matter what. Right.
Well, I think that, it's definitely harder for writers now to do this, because they almost have to put a lot of red herrings out, because you have all of these Redditor detectives and stuff. And I do remember the first time I watched Dexter, I think I started watching live on season 5, so I binged 1 through 4. And the end of the 4th season has to be one of the biggest mind fuck, blow your mind moments for me. Just what you just didn't see it coming, because that's the other thing. And I'll get off this. Back when Dexter was first out, and they had the brother reveal, and then they had this, and they had Dokes chasing him. TV didn't do that kind of shit. That's why Dexter was so unusual, because they took these things that would play out for the entire series. In an original show, Dokes would have found out at the end of the series, but they did it in season 2. It's just like, it's hard for them to do it nowadays and be so
and listen, and they also had the problem that they're deriving these things from a book series, right? Now, I never read the books. I don't know how much they diverge from it, But when you derive something from a book series, it's also hard to surprise you because there's always people. Because I remember when Game of Thrones came out, everybody who already read the books, you wait to this season, you wait to this happens, and it just ruined things for people. So the fact that they've been able to do things, go past the books, I would think as long as it's been going on and everything else, I think it's just they've done a great job.
Well, guys, thank you so much for what you do, and I'll listen to the rest of the show, and I'll see you guys Thursday.
All right, thank you.
I just have to apologize to Adam. Sorry, I clicked on you by accident, but I unhid you. Sorry, I hid you quickly, then I unhid you right away. Sorry about that, Adam.
Are we really going through that early in the game, Phil? Damn.
No. I was trying to do something on my own name, and I wrote a message in the chat. It didn't send it through, so I was trying to copy it, and then I clicked on Adam's name by accident.
Phil put someone else put the call-in number in there for y'all if you want to listen. Thank you for the super chat. Summerfield Dynamics Dog Training says, I will call and explain my logic proof the Ripper is dead. All right, we cannot wait to hear from you for that. How many likes do we have on the video so far? I don't think mine is updating on the other side, and if I do that and I try to update it, then it's gonna put the sound on, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, do we have a count on the likes?
Let me see. I can check it on my phone. Give me 1 second.
That's right. And Jackie C's got it up there. For a bloody good time, you call 781-990-8509. That is the number we want to hit.
We are at 89, Tony. 89.
89. We still have not hit 100 likes with over 180 people in here.
93. Up to 93. 7 more, guys. Come on, 7 more.
Come on, man. That ain't right. We out here rocking with y'all, man. We out here rocking with you. You got the number and everything else. People say 94. 94 ain't enough. It's not enough. We got to get stuff. Yeah, listen, Harrison is a good. I think he has done himself proud.
Oh, we get 2 calls at once. Let me pick one. We'll go with this one. This is from area code 507. What's your name, where you calling from, and what's your question, comment, or whatever?
Carlin Strand, and I am calling from Las Vegas.
Hey, dude, what's going on?
Calling from where?
Vegas.
I just had a quick thought. I know maybe the series doesn't want to revisit her because season 8 was such a disaster, but any chance that the New York Ripper or the Gemini Killer is somehow connected to Dr. Bogle in one of her failed experiments?
I don't know. Too deep of a cut. No. I think that the New York Ripper, in my opinion, is someone we have not seen yet, and we won't see this season. They haven't even cast that person yet. That's what I
think. Well, I definitely agree with the theory. It's definitely not Blessing, so we're definitely on the same page on that.
Yeah.
My other quick thought here was it'll be interesting to know how these twins work. I wonder if it'll come out that Dexter could have potentially broke his code when he killed the first twin.
Well, it depends. You would think that they're down with each other. They know what each other does, or at least one is supporting the other. They're both showing up to these meetings and stuff. So you would think they're either doing it together, and it gives them a likely excuse. If someone said, oh, I think it was you, well, I was over here, and then they got proof that they were over there because it was the other person. That's why I don't think anyone knows about this, that they're twins, because they run that whole scheme.
Do you think Prater knows? You don't even think Prater knows?
I don't think Prater doesn't know. I don't think anyone knows.
All right. Well, thanks for taking the call, and I'll enjoy the rest of the show.
You too, man. Take care.
I mean, I said it last week when I was talking about the Hillside Strangler. The same situation. Wasn't twins, but everyone thought the Hillside Strangler was one person until it came down to it, and they actually caught the people. Then they finally realized it was 2 people who were the Hillside Strangler. So I think they're playing a little bit on that and everything else. How many likes do we have now? Did we reach it?
Yeah, we passed the 100. I think we got a voicemail while we had a call. I think it's from area code 50504.
Hi, my name is Miss T. Love the live stream. I'll just leave my question theory on here. What do you think about the male, I don't know his name, the male cop being on the payroll for the billionaire. What do we think about him being on the payroll? Maybe he's the inside man. He does look a little creepy. I don't know if he's the Ripper, but I was wondering your thoughts on if he could be the inside man that's giving all the tips away. And is maybe that why he is always going against his partner when it comes to her theories and kind of shutting her down all the time? Thanks again. Bye.
What do you think, Tony? Is Blessing's partner on the take, or is he possibly shady in some way, shape, or form?
Claudette's partner that she's talking about.
Oh, Claudette's partner.
Yeah, I think there's something going on with the guy. If he was the Ripper, I wouldn't surprise me. But on the take, I could see him 100% being on the take for this whole situation. 100%. I could see him on the take for this whole situation there. We have some gifted memberships as promised, and our new members on Teflon TV right now is Schoolie Mom, Jim W, Donna, and Ball Hockey Videos, and Summerfield Dynamic Dog Training.
Bam! Not Jackie C. Everyone but Jackie C.
Jackie C. Why not? Why can't
Good luck next time, Jackie C. Get us to 150. You'll get another shot, Jackie C.
Yeah, let's keep those likes coming in. We'll get some more memberships for everybody. I promise. We'll keep going.
What? Yeah. Jim Watari? Is that correct, Jim Watari? Let me see if I got that right. Do you have a gifting turned on, Amy? Yeah, make sure you have gifting turned on if you want to be eligible to receive a gift on a later date. I wish I could tell you how to do it, but Google it. There's some instructions. They'll tell you how to do it.
Like right there, like when you put it on, it says.
Oh, is it like right? Oh, awesome. Jim Watari sends out 10 memberships.
10 memberships, making it rain in here. Who are the 10 new members? It's Jackie C., one of the members.
Let's see. We got Jeannie F. We got Laura, we got Isaac, we got Black Cheese It, we got Josh Johnson, we got Shannon Verse, we got Amanda Walter, we got Stephen Thomas, and Pick a Struggle, but no Jackie C.
Well, everybody else, welcome and thank you so much, Jim. You have done it. That is amazing that you've done that and everything. So I really, really appreciate it 100%. Jackie C. Jackie C. The reason why people are asking why I've been doing this show for I don't know how many years, and we've been trying to get Jackie C. a membership, and we cannot land on her. It's got to be 3 years now.
It's like Better Call Saul trying to win an Emmy. It's just we can't do it.
We can't get it to land on Jackie.
Can't win. We just can't win one.
Somebody wants to gift memberships and keep going and we can try to hit Jackie C. We are trying our best.
That's like hitting snake eye, like betting on snake eyes and hitting it in craps or something like that. Like it's a tough one. Let's try to get Jackie C. winning it.
Trying to hit Jackie C. We can't hit Jackie C. And you can't gift it to someone personally. That's the whole thing. Or it would have done.
And it ruins the fun. And Tony, we just hit we're about 200 people, so make sure if you're watching right now, you hit that like button, you hit the subscribe button for Teflon TV, Phil the Issues Guy, and you keep it going. And make sure you call in to 781-990-8509. You can call in, share your thoughts on this episode or your thoughts on the season as a whole.
All right, so let's kick it off with the recap real quick. You want me? Yeah, well, I guess not.
Hey, they call all night, we don't even decide what to talk about, Tony. Area code 518. What's your name? Where you calling from? What's your whatever that you want to talk about?
Hey, Tony. Hey, Phil. This is Andrew.
Hey.
Summerfield Dynamic Dog Training.
Oh,
hey,
dude.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, hey, thank you so much for the membership. I really appreciate it.
No, thank you. You're the one who lived in Saratoga but moved away?
Right, exactly. And now I am down in Florida.
Florida. So if anyone's in Florida and they want to hit up that, they can hit that up in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
they can.
That's what's up.
All right. So here's my theory behind why I believe that the Ripper is dead. Now, Leon has his vault, and it's full of memorabilia and trophies. That, it's like, that's how I would categorize it: memorabilia and trophies. And the memorabilia would be stuff like Wayne Gacy's clown suit, Arthur Mitchell's hammer, and then he has trophies such as like pictures from like the Gemini killers. Okay, now all of the memorabilia that he has are from serial killers that are dead. Okay, and now he has the New York Ripper's hook. That would be memorabilia. Okay, and that's my logic behind why I think the New York Ripper is dead, or maybe he's in jail or something like that. But either way, he is not active. Why else would Leon have his weapon?
Yeah, that's a good point.
It is. I will play the devil's advocate on this real quick.
Please do. Please
be
do.
the Al Pacino devil's advocate. Go, hoo-ah! No, I'm sorry.
Hoo-ah!
Sorry. Hoo-ah! Listen, Kevin.
I will say that he has memorabilia of everyone who's dead or been captured. That's how he most like that. That's why he has that memorabilia of those people. But the people that are active, that he's actively met, he has their trophies for them. So you could easily say that he doesn't know who the New York Ripper is, so he would have no trophies. We have no idea what the New York Ripper's trophies would be if he has them, and that would be the reason why he doesn't have those things of them. The people of the memorabilia he has, that's how we know that Leon has personally met these people and everything else. The other people he's just fascinated by. So, and he goes back to everything else. I mean, he has a DC sniper's rifle up in there, which is crazy because no one even considers them a serial killer, but they actually were. But no one considers them that, But I think that's the reason why. That's what I would say why he doesn't have a trophy from the New York Ripper, because he has no idea who he is, and he says in the thing that this is a guy who terrorized the streets he grew up on, not meaning that the person is old as him or did it when he was a child.
Exactly. Yep.
The same streets he grew up on. So that's the only thing I would push back on it, that he might have, if he knew who the guy was, he would have it, but he just doesn't know. So he just took what he got.
Okay, so I'll play devil's advocate back. All right, and we'll just kind of wrap this up. Okay, so obviously, Claudette, she has crime scene pictures from the New York Ripper, and they are very gruesome.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, he has all these connections with the police, then like he would have like those like same pictures too.
Well,
those would be like trophies.
All right, let me give you the hoo-ah right back here real quick. I think he has connections in these places, but those people don't know what he's all about, right? So even though he has connections in the police force, they don't know he's a serial killer lover as much as they do. He only gives them a little information. They do what he asks them to do, but they don't know his big fetish for serial killers.
You're breaking up.
Oh, I'm breaking up? Really? Oh,
yeah, yep. I lost the last 15 seconds of what you were trying to convey to me.
So I'll say it again real quick, in case it was something was going on with Phil today. I just think that the people that work for him don't know that he's into serial killers like that. So that's why he doesn't.
Well, I mean, he must definitely have some kind of inside guy.
Yeah, but why would he ask that inside guy for those pictures right there? I mean, he did get the hook, right? So if he got the hook, you know what I mean, then he's got an inside guy to get the hook. So why?
Right. You see, and here's my theory: is that the Ripper used to be part of the serial killer club. And now you're cutting out as I'm trying to go on. But here, I'll just say it again. So I think that I think that the New York Ripper used to be part of Leon's club, and perhaps that he went against the rules. And we all know what happens when you go against the club, and that means that you get Epstein or you get killed, and that's why he has his hook.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. You know, we've seen it already. Him take people out and have their actual weapon for it. I think that they brought the New York Ripper up. It makes no sense to me if they bring up the New York Ripper, say that Claudette is addicted to solving this case, say that Claudette almost lost her job trying to solve this case and not going back there and solving this case. To find out that he's already passed away would just not be eventful to me. So I don't think the show writers would write it that way. I think they bring all these pieces to the New York Ripper up, let you know how gruesome his crimes are, and then not tell you, and then all of a sudden he's already passed away. That doesn't work for me. So I think that they're going to do next season, the whole season will be the New York Ripper.
Right. And I will predict that the New York Ripper is Jonah.
All right. Listen, I like the Jonah theory. See, that's a theory to me. All right. So when I hear people say they think it's precious, a lot of people, you know, I don't feel you got to give me proof that it's precious. Jonah, yes, he did have had the hook.
We already have proof that it could be Jonah because obviously. Because obviously when Dexter went out to Nebraska, when he heard about Jonah's mom and sister being killed, you know, he sees Jonah in the hardware store and he's showing this item to this customer. And what is it? It's the exact same hook with the handle on it that the New York Ripper used.
Yeah.
It's too much of a coincidence.
That it definitely works, and maybe the showrunners didn't even know that was the case. It could be, or they set it up this way. Someone said that it's a manhole cover hook. That's what they use to lift the manhole covers off and everything.
But
it
is the same exact weapon, and it's just too much of a coincidence. And plus. Do you remember when Dexter was talking to Harrison and he was like telling him the truth and how he kind of looked up to like Trinity, you know, as kind of being, you know, as to kind of like being kind of like a father figure to him, of kind of guiding him on this journey of how to be a serial killer and have a family and, you know, and trying to like maintain that balance.
Yeah. I hear, I'm not saying that it's not. I am saying I don't think it's him. I don't think it'll be him. I could see them going that route, and if they did, that's fine. But I don't think so.
Yeah.
When you look at it, if it's a manhole cover hook, then it has something to do with somebody who has something to do with the sewers or something.
It's a Ninja Turtle then? It's going to be a Ninja Turtle. I know it's going to be a Ninja Turtle. I got it. Okay, but caller, I wrote this down. Dog trailer. We'll date this back. Remember your pick and make sure you call back in once things get figured out.
Other people call in again. Thank you for the membership and
you are the man. Thank you for calling in and
the rest of the show.
Awesome. Make sure you call back next time.
We really appreciate it, brother.
Thank you. Great caller.
100%. Yeah. If it's a manhole cover hook, it has to have something to do with someone with a manhole. Yep. It has to have someone that has something to do with the sewer system. Then it could be the sewer system is run by the plumbers union, so it could be a plumber type person.
Someone said it could be Ralph Cramden, possibly. We got area code 845. What's your name, where you're calling from, and what's your question, comment, or whatever?
Hey, it's Bill Tron from New York.
Hey, Bill, what's going on?
Bill Tron. Where in New York are you from?
What's going on, guys?
Where in New York are you from? Where in New York are you from?
Rockland.
Oh, Rockland. All right, that's what's up. What's going on, man?
So all right, I got one joke. I got one joke theory, and I got a serious one.
Let's do it.
Blessing's mom is the Ripper. It's too convenient that she just died. Come on now. She out of here. She's getting body. She's not dead. No, I'm fucking around though. That's a joke. So you know how Dexter is truly a work of fiction? The fact that Blessing came in and fixed the shower curtain. That shit don't happen in New York. Come on now.
100% it don't happen in the There's no way, no guy. Oh, what kind of landlord that might look at the shower curtain? What are you talking about, bro? It's not a pipe that's
That
leaking.
shit had me roll when he did that.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I know they wanted to build the drama. I know they really wanted to do it, and they had to figure out something.
That shit had me rolling.
You know, but they should have did like a leak, like under the sink, and it would have been a little bit more believable or something like, or just a slow drip into the sink. You know what I mean? And it would. Then it would have been more. But the shower curtain, it don't give a goddamn about your shower curtain.
For real, that's some like eagle eye precision.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
I agree with that.
So what do you? So I was thinking about the. I think Gemini might end up, unless Dexter gets him beforehand, which I don't think he's gonna do. But I think I could see him taking out the girl and her son that Harrison likes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Dexter's kind of like underestimating him, like he did with Trinity, because he didn't expect Rita to get caught in the crossfire, and and that was just because of Dexter's hubris at that time. So, what do you think that could kind of bite him in the ass later?
I think 100%. I think that Dexter. So this is the whole thing that, from what I've seen of watching all these things, that he gets the upper hand on just about everybody except for Trinity. He got the upper hand. So I think he's gotten the upper hand on everybody, and now it's to the point where someone's got to get the upper hand on him at least at one point in here to cause him and Harrison not to be cool. It's not going to be this that they're playing up when they had people taking photos together, talking about rabbits underneath the log, doing tie shit and all that. That's not the way it's ending. They're letting you get comfortable with them being together, only to rip it away.
My mother would be so happy to know you two are back together. It's so beautiful. It's beautiful. That's
Rita's in heaven talking about get the fuck away from that maniac.
Save your life, Harrison. Save your life, dude.
Well, so to piggyback on that with the Gemini thing, and sorry, that's the Gemini thing, that to kind of rip that relationship away from Harrison and Dexter. What happens if, let's say, that Gemini thing did happen, but at the same time, how Harrison's been having these little visions of him killing people? I have a feeling. Beforehand, I was on the fence that he wasn't going to be a killer or a monster, but just the way he keeps having these visions and shit, I have a feeling he's going to finally act out when Batista presses him on some shit about his dad or something with him, and I think he's going to act out, kill him, but I kind of think Dexter's going to be cool with it. He's not going to be crazy about it, but how he mentioned Deb making mistakes, referring to him to her killing LaGuerta, I kind of feel like it could be like a little foreshadow. I don't know if I'm reading too much into it though.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying on the whole thing. I don't know if you'd be cool with it. Harrison is definitely going to become a serial killer when this is all said and done. Probably goes off to college, and the whole thing is, listen, if they go to like Queens College and they leave Manhattan, that brings in a whole bunch of different detectives then, right? You don't, because now he's in a different borough with different detectives, and this detective in Manhattan wouldn't have the jurisdiction to go over there and start investigating him over there. So that's why I think they should go. But I know they're going to go to college. They're going to do NYU because it's so iconic. But he should be in Queens College.
Yeah, true.
He's gonna be a film. He's gonna be a film student. He's gonna do trailers. He's gonna do a documentary on Dexter or on my dad, the serial killer, and he's gonna win the Cannes Film Festival, and that's how it's all gonna end. It's not.
It's gonna be like that episode of South Park with the where they were all smelling the farts.
Yep, exactly.
Yo, guys, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
No, dude, great call. Good call.
Appreciate the call. Thank you, Lou, for the super chat, just for the appreciation. We really appreciate it.
She is the best. She's the best, Lou.
100%. We definitely appreciate that. 100%. All right. So the episode does start off, and people will keep putting the number in the chat. But episode starts off. We'll go through it really fast and everything else, and we'll just do it in a nutshell. The funeral situation. Blessing's mom passed away. They get the Harrison tie dance and everything else going on here.
Yeah, and we get the 3 generations of
we
needed Christian Slater in a bubble above this, watching it all too, just to connect it all, Tony. That's the only thing missing in that scene was Force Ghost Christian Slater somewhere watching.
Yeah, that's he should have put Christian Slater.
Hi, I'm here too. Like just another one, like you're young. I mean, I guess he's the same person, but it's still I miss Chris.
Yeah, I do too. I do 100%. Put Christian Slater and them in there. Put Rita in there too.
Yeah,
right?
put them all in there. Put
Deb, Rita.
Yeah, where's Deb? Why didn't they get cameo for Deb there?
You should have put them all in there. And then we get the whole thing going upstairs. Now I know that there could have been a lot of people not liking this whole funeral thing and saying that it dragged out too long. What did you think about the whole funeral scene and everything?
I thought it was really well done in the sense to connect with seeing Harrison's relationship with Dexter. Everything that was the last caller that was talking about setting up to break down later, that you were saying about breaking down later. The setup of like Dexter's charming. He made friends really easy, and Harrison's watching him, the way he gives the speech, the way he sort of like gets all together. I thought that was really kind of somewhat important for Dexter and Harrison's relationship. And it's not like the episode lacked action and intensity. So to be able to balance both those things off, I thought that was really kind of cool. And I thought it was a good payoff at the end with when he had the dead Gemini killer in the bathroom and Blessing's in there like, I need Tylenol in the cabinet. Where's some Tylenol? And it was just kind of just some fun dark comedy. So I mean, I think did it drag a little bit, maybe a little bit, but I think it was important for Harrison and Dexter's relationship, and for like Dexter's really good at simulating empathy. Even if he doesn't feel it, he's grown to the point where you see him in Original Sin. He doesn't have a lot of people skills, Tony. But like Dexter now, he kind of knows how to manipulate. He really is very good at it, and he can kind of fake empathy better than most non-serial killers can. He really knows how to say it and like connect with people.
See now this it would be a cultural shock to you, but so they actually did the whole thing like a celebration of life and Dexter being a white male, from what he has seen at funerals, all he knows is what he knows, and people crying in funerals and everything else, and that's what he kept getting. So it was the reverse for me in my life. I remember my best friend Gary's grandmother passed away, and no Irish and stuff, and I went to the funeral, and I dressed up in the suit.
You got fucking shit faced, didn't you?
I dressed up in the suit and everything else, and I went out there, and it was crazy because in the same funeral home where she was at, Biggie Smalls was in that funeral. He had just got killed. He was in the same funeral home, right? So we were in there in the funeral home, and I'm thinking the same thing Dexter was thinking. But I get up in there, Gary's mom's in his ass, they all drinking and
yeah,
partying.
dude. So the fucking whiskey is flowing at those things.
I had no idea. I walked up and I was like, "What am I walking into?" Because I was thinking the same exact thing and everything else and all of that. And
did they give you a cat to take and walk out of there? They give you a giant cat?
No, they did after they're drinking, they got up there, they said some words for her, blah, blah, but then they continued drinking there. Yep. And they told me, and they said, this is how the Irish do it, Tony. This is how we do
it. 100%. Half my everything.
So I thought it was, that same cultural shock that I went through there, that Dexter went through, and that's what it brought me back to and everything when he passed away. But I thought that I liked the way they did that. I liked the way Dexter thought on his feet, looked at the food. I miss the food. You don't know it, Noah. You know what I mean? So I miss the food, and everyone's gonna agree with that. Everyone loved the food. Everyone's known for the cooking. So that was a great thing to say out there. And then we deal with the cats and everything. And Dexter gets the biggest cat of them all. He gets. Is there a bottom, like a hole in the bottom of that cat where he could store something? That's what I'm thinking when I want to deal with.
Is it a cookie jar cat? Like
yeah, is it something? Is it straight porcelain all the way across, Or if not, then he's gonna have to bust somebody in the head with the cat, and it's gonna save him. Like that's the only reason, only way I can see it.
And we need
down.
a voiceover when he does that goes meow.
Yeah, because it's a big ass cat. It's a big ass cat. Either it's got a hole in it, you can store something on it, or that cat is gonna be something that he's able to smash somebody in the head with and save him at one point. But it's gonna have something like that.
Thanks, Nana. Meow. Just a quick voiceover, something like that.
Yeah, and then again, I'm trying to skip. I'll skip through this, but we did see Charlie with her mother again, and saying, "You have no idea." Her mother,
right? That was after she had dropped off the package too, and we kind of talked about this too. At one point in time, we see Charlie dropping off a package of cash to some degenerate gambler that ends up being a prison guard, and we can yada yada this that eventually, right before, because right on top of that, Tony, we get Batista showing up as. Oh, we got a phone call. We got a phone call.
I'm gonna try to look at the poll right now. I'm trying to get up there to the top of the poll.
Area code 415. What's your question? Where you're calling from, and what's your name?
I'm calling from San Francisco, and I'm Gabriel, and I have a theory.
Please share it
about the last episode. So the actor for Brian Moser, he pretty much teased on TikTok, like I think this is 3 months before the Resurrection premiered.
Yep.
He teased that he was going to be in Resurrection, but this was towards like the ending of them filming, and as we know, Brian only appears in Dexter's head whenever he's killed outside the code, or he was fully tempted to embrace his urges without restraint. I think if Brian is back to the finale, I think Dexter abandons his code. And as we saw with the NYPD thing, I think Claudette is the one that brings Dexter in for questioning, because I don't think Harrison kills Batista. Dexter ends up killing Batista because Batista is closing in on him, and I think that's when Claudette brings him in. And as you can see in the trailer too, Charlie pointing a gun at Harrison. So I think what ends up happening is they find out that he's the Bay Harbor Butcher, Charlie and Prater, because Charlie is also confirmed to be in season 2, because the actress herself explicitly said that she was going to be in season 2. So I think what's going to happen is Dexter kills Batista, Claudette brings him in, ready to like expose him, and as we know, Prater has connections. So I think Prater gets Dexter free. And I think what they're going to do is he's going to be in debt to Prater, and I think that's what season 2 is going to end with,
end with him like working for him or something.
Yeah. So I will say this: you have filibustered a lot. You have said a lot here, but we're going through different things. So let's take it one at a time, and then that way we can address each thing that you have to say. So I can give you what I think about what you're saying, and the chat can tell you what you're saying. So the first thing that you're saying is that the Dexter's brother is going to be in this season, and he only comes in when Dexter steps out of the code. That's number one. You're saying, correct?
Yes.
All right. So I think if it was going to be him stepping outside the code, I can't see it because of Batista killing Batista. I just really, me personally, I don't see Angel dying this season. It would be hard for them to convince me that they're going to do that. I think if he killed Prater, that would be outside the code, because Prater actually never killed nobody. So that would be outside the code. So maybe that's the reason why he comes back, because of that. So I can get what you want on that and that situation right there. Now, what was the next thing that you said?
The actor for Brian Moser showed NYPD. He showed NYPD. I can speak uniforms. So what that means is Dexter is in the NYPD for some reason, and Brian is there with him.
Yeah, I believe he's going to get brought in, but it could be for the watch, right? It could be to deal with the watch situation, questioning him about the watch, or questioning him how he knew Lady Vengeance. They have him on surveillance with her, and they question about that. So it could be a situation.
Yeah. I think about that. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, my friend. One thing I thought was really kind of cool. Back to like when he was, or not cool, Tony, but very weird when Charlie breaks into the apartment of Red's apartment and like looks around and all that kind of thing, and then Prater starts calling Dexter like a stalker, like I'm outside your house, like that was a little creepy and a little desperate on Prater's part.
Especially for a billionaire like that. Like, what are you doing?
He's like, hey, where you go? When will you be home? What's up? What's going on? But like I've gotten that call before, Tony. That's weird, like.
It is 100%. I agree with you on that. He's definitely
It's the stalker call that you don't want to get.
So we're gonna end the poll real quick, and it's 66% from what I'm seeing says they haven't showed them yet, and only 34% of people believe that it is blessings. And I'm with the 66%. I do not believe that it's
I'm
blessings.
with the 66, but 33 is not is more than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, no, people want it to be blessings. I don't think it's going to be blessings in there. We'll put another poll up in a second. I gotta think of one to put up, but we'll definitely put another. How about Batista dying?
Yeah, Batista's not going anywhere. He's a final season death. I do think he dies before the end of the series, but I think he makes it at least. He definitely makes it through this season. I think you're bringing him back next. I think he makes some progress in
what other connective tissue do they have from the original seasons besides Batista?
Just the bit characters that we've seen along the way, Tony. And I think this season ends with a win of some kind for Batista. Another step in dirtying Dexter's name somehow. Maybe not getting all the way, but like I think he wins this season for like his interaction with Dexter. Something he does fucks Dexter or Harrison over really bad by the end of the season.
Yeah, well, episode 9 is called Touched by an Angel.
Yeah, and he's gonna do some I think Morales is Batista is screwing shit up. Sorry, Oz fans. Not sorry, Oz fans. Morales is
Batista's the new Adebisi.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna wear the hat. He's gonna get the hat. He's gonna pick that hat up a little bit sideways. Batista, how do you keep that hat on your damn head?
Oh, we got somebody right. Samuel, so I disagree. Tony Prater fits the code. He is not innocent. Dexter's code, from what I understand it, is someone has to kill somebody. He takes out serial killers. We have no proof that Prater is a serial killer. We have no proof that he's killed somebody. All we have proof about Prater is that he hangs out with serial killers.
He funds them. He helps them.
But he doesn't do the deed himself. He's not doing it unless he's ordering the hits.
Is he any different than Dexter's dad? He's just helping.
Dexter's dad's only is a figment of his imagination.
No, the real dad, when Christian Slater. Like he helped train him, he helped support him, helped him become.
So Dexter's dad fits the code. You're saying, like Dexter's dad at that time.
Yes, if we're going to say that,
Dexter could have killed him and
for helping the serial killer to grow to be a better serial killer.
All right, ask people in the chat. Do you think that Dexter's dad fits the code? Dexter could have killed them legitimately. Put it in the chat right now. We'll take control.
Area code 347. What's your name? Where you're calling from? And what's your question, comment, or theory?
Hi, Phil. Hi, Tony. This is Kim from Brooklyn, New York.
Hey, Kim.
Brooklyn.
Hey. Yeah. Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Do or die.
Do or die. Best. I used to chill I used to chill out in Gates Avenue. I used to take the
I live like 2 blocks from there on Madison Street.
Yeah, I used to see this cat named Blue Nile. He was a producer named Blue Nile. And I used to rock with these 3 rappers. One name was Polite, the other was Divine, and the other was T1. And they are the ones they're the ones who introduced me to the damn Midnight Dragon when I was young. I ain't know nothing about the Midnight Dragon until I got out there.
Cool. One from the neighborhood. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm calling because I was a little bit disappointed with Dexter.
Okay.
Because I think he was so intense on, being able to kill Gemini that he wasn't really paying attention to what the man was telling him. Now, and which leads me to believe the helicopter scene when he was like, "Fuck me, I should have saw this coming." The man was actually telling him that he was a twin, but I don't think he was. I don't think it registered, because when he said "why in pairs," and Gemini told him, "Well, when you come into this world, you come in alone. And when you leave it alone. You leave it the same way. You leave alone. But killing is the ultimate bond. When you kill together, it's the ultimate bond."
Yeah.
That should have struck something in his head, because when he said that, I was like, he's telling you there's another person.
Yeah, and he
It's not
also
just him.
he dead ass. He said, "Who was the note for?" He said, "Me."
He said, yeah, he said, and then at the end there, he's like, I don't even have to, and I think it was interesting that he did make it a point to be like, I don't have to hear any more what you have to say. I'm just going to stab you now, before he listened to anything he had to say or talk to or anything like that too. There was a point of that too. There was like, it was kind of a quick Dexter kill. He didn't savor it as much. Yeah, exactly, caller. I agree with you 100%. There was something he didn't savor as much as he usually does.
Yeah, because usually Dexter is a bit more intuitive than he was at that time.
Yep.
Because he usually gives stuff quite a bit of thought before he executes anything. And like I said, that I was a bit disappointed in him where that was concerned, because I was like, how could you not see this coming? The man told you everything you needed to know, and you didn't. You weren't paying attention. Just like with Harry, when Harry told him in the library, he said, is there somebody he's meeting, or is it just a reminder to himself about what his next kill, or is it a message to somebody else? And I don't think Dexter was paying attention to that either, because he was reading up on himself in the book.
I agree. I agree with you on that too.
Great points.
Yeah.
So I think right there.
When go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you.
I think right there it showed you the downfall of hubris, right? Dexter was so hubris that he wanted to see if he was in the book, and he didn't pay attention to everything that was going on around him. And then he used that same hubris against Gemini by flattering him.
I'm your fan. I'm your biggest fan, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just wanted to put my fist through his mouth when he was going through all of that crap. #1 in med school. #1 in graduate school.
Yeah. Everyone wanted to punch that dude. Yeah, exactly. Shut the fuck up, dude. Someone kill this guy.
Exactly. Because like at that point, it just brings you back to that old phrase, hindsight is 20/20. Because the guy was also bragging on himself when everybody met up at Prater's apartment. When Dexter was saying, when the guy was talking about she can cause me to lose all my book deals and my film deals, and Dexter was like, this guy is so full of himself.
Yeah, he's like David
really full of himself.
Yeah, David Fincher's gonna make my show twice, but it's like, he's like, dude, shut up. Dude, I don't want to hear that crap.
Yeah, and Dexter turned around and did the same thing when he opened that book and was reading about himself.
Yeah. No, 100%. And I think to your point earlier, some of the reason why he killed him in the way he killed him was he was so high on outsmarting FBI's most wanted. In that moment, he was sniffing his own farts. He was like, haha, I'm fucking awesome. I don't need to hear what you have to say, Mr. Smarty Pants. Damn.
Yeah, he's like, you're #2 at best.
Yeah. Dexter was like, no, dude, you're dead. Yeah, like he enjoyed that one. That was that was a little fun. Yes, he fit the code, but I think that was also a oddly fun one for him, and he didn't think it all the way through from beginning to end.
Yeah, but I love the fact that he gave Gemini the glass without the M99 in it, because he knew ahead of time that the guy was going to switch glasses, and he ended up getting the M99 anyway.
Yeah, it's very smart of Dexter to pull that off. I thought Dexter
Pull
was
it off
done
like
when he was drinking. And when he was drinking, I was
Tony.
like, oh, this dude is done drinking it. And then when you see Gemini about to pass out, he tries to grab the knife. He reaches over to try to grab the knife out the butcher block, but
Bam.
too late. Too late.
Too late. Yeah. But that part I loved. That was like, oh, he gave him the regular glass because he knew he was going to switch it.
Yeah, because he knows he's a smarty pants.
He doesn't trust Dexter. He didn't trust him anyway.
Yep.
Even when Dexter pulled that line about, oh, I'm a big fan, blah, 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 blah. He still was suspicious of Dexter anyway, which is why he switched glasses. But Dexter knew ahead of time that he was going to do that because of who he is. So he it
was a good poker move. It was a good poker move. It was like
it was very good.
It was a very good poker move.
Very good. Yep. And that part I like. But yeah, I just wanted to saw what you guys thought about those two particular scenes, and if you caught on to the fact, or anybody actually caught on to the fact that Gemini was actually giving him clues to what he needed to know, but he just wasn't connecting the dots at that time.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely did.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening, lending me your ears, and having me on.
No, thank you for calling, and I hope you call back again before the end of the season.
I will, definitely.
Please. Have a good night.
Brooklyn.
and yeah,
and I would say this, Phil. I got to go grab another drink. Yep. But I would say this: I seen in that scene exactly how Dexter's going to get bagged up, and it happened in the Gemini scene. I want to see if anyone else caught it. When I come back, I will say exactly what it is. We'll let people in here. Y'all think about it. He's going to get caught. It's something that happened in that scene. They showed it. If you would just look, if you were looking, you would have seen it. When I come back, I will tell you exactly what it is. But put it in the chat if y'all got it. The Don will be right back. Let me grab another drink.
Oh, I love Tony's heading for the mountains. I love Bush. I'm jealous, Tony. Lem says, great show and great calls. Great calls tonight. Thank you, everybody. And Sam Beck gave 5 memberships to Teflon TV. We got Katie, Joe, we got Kat, Hodge Podgery. We got Mindy, G and GL, all with memberships. Thank you so much to Sam. Very much appreciate it. Showtime needs to spend that money next season to bring in heavy hitters. They need to keep this going. I think in this season, part of what made this awesome is obviously the storytelling, is the Dexter stuff, but bringing in all these stars, all these big names, and the way they're all interacting and going through really has like raised the level up. And I think keep spending the money on this show. If you spend the money, if you spend the time to work it, you get an amazing product. And so keep this up. And I'm excited for 2 more seasons of this, if this is the energy that this show has right now, because this has been a lot of fun this season. Well, Dexter's pretty loose with his M90 drug placement or whatever it is. It was like what, I don't want to play that game, but you know what happens if he didn't switch it? Would Dexter have like paused and like dumped it? And did he have a backup plan? Is Dexter the kind of guy that has a plan and a backup plan? I would assume so. He has the shot in another shot in his pocket in case he needs to try to stab him at some point. He is out at practice. Dexter didn't have enough plastic over the body before he kills like he usually does. He didn't. It was a very, he didn't plan for that. He didn't expect him to be in his house in that moment. He had to sort of think on the fly in that moment. Right. Dexter in a few moments has been a bit careless.
Did Jackie C get the membership?
Jackie C, of course, Tony. She absolutely 100% did not get.
Oh my God. The streak continues. Did anyone guess what were they saying about how Dexter gets caught for the Gemini kill?
Let's see. I don't know if anyone threw a guess in there, Tony.
What? People aren't even throwing guesses in there? All right.
Oh, but bagged up by who? The police, the twins, the Prater?
It's something. It could be the police. It could be something, but he's definitely getting bagged up. Or most likely it's going to be the police.
And thank you, Miss Omen Augustus, for subbing to me as well. Everyone, I appreciate anyone that jumps over and subs to both channels because this is my second home, Tony's second home, my channel. We're back and forth both places, so make sure you check out both of us. Blood splatter everywhere, but he used your car so Dexter can track him down probably. Tony, tell us what clue us into what you were talking about.
They specifically showed him when someone knocked on the door, he pulled the knife out quick and the blood splatter went on the roof. If you go back and you look, as soon as the door knock, he pulls out the knife and you see the blood splatter shoot straight up to the roof. And I don't think that's a coincidence that they show it. So there's going to be blood splatter on the roof. And that's how he's going to get bagged up by something. That blood's going to check out for something and stuff. Now, they would have to figure out who that thing is, but they definitely show that. They never showed that ever. In any of the kills that we've seen, you know what I mean, about Dexter, they never showed it. But you could see as soon as the door knock, go back and look at it, you can see when he pulls that knife out, that blood spatter shoots straight up in the air.
I'll definitely have to go back and watch this. We got they lost it. Definitely call back in 225. We do have a voicemail too. I'll wait 1 second to see if we get that caller calling back before we take the voicemail.
I'd like to give a shout out because I've seen a couple of YouTubers out there has copied my thumbnails. So thank you so much,
dude. I have to tell you, there's one in particular. There's one in particular that I watch, that I like look at their videos and I'm like, oh, is this a Tony video? Like, I swear.
That means you made it when someone does that. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really do. That means I'm making a dent in this community. And I'm really glad that people think that they could do that and make it and put themselves. And I'm cool with that.
Area code 225. What's your name? What's your question? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Janine. I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Hey, Janine.
What's going on, Janine?
Thank you for the gifted membership, by the way. I'm a new follower, and I'm really happy to have found, a little Dexter community on YouTube. So it's been cool.
I'm glad you're a member of our community. We are happy to have you here, and you're very welcome for the membership. And thank you just for taking your time to rock with us. The pleasure is ours.
It's only fun if you're here and everyone else is here. So Tony and I would enjoy talking to each other by ourselves, but it makes it more fun with all of you guys here. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank y'all. It's been really fun watching these videos. So I don't really have a question. I like hearing everybody's theories, but I do have a comment. I don't think I could bear seeing Harrison die, at least not anytime soon. And I know that Dexter has experienced so much loss, but it would be really, really hard for me to see his son die, especially like in this situation. I know it's kind of like wishful thinking, but I just like really want Harrison to be okay.
Yeah.
And it's probably very naive for me to think.
No, I mean, it's not. I think they're doing that on purpose this season by making him more human. As like Tony was saying earlier on, like Dexter in New Blood, to me, and I think Tony as well, like, correct me if I'm wrong, it just wasn't a full character. You just couldn't really relate to him too well. And they're really now making him someone that he's not quite like helpless, but he's like, but he's on the edge. He could go bad, he could go good, but I think they're making us like him so something bad can eventually happen to him. Not this season. But.
Yeah, I agree. I think so. We're either going to see it's going to end one of two ways for Harrison. Now, we know that the show people wanted to do a Harrison spinoff. Like when the show ended for the last season, New Blood, they put out a whole poll. What do you want to see next? And one of the questions in there that you could have checked
was the Harrison show.
Was a Harrison spinoff. So they had plans to do a straight Harrison spinoff. And if that was the case, then the only way it works is if Harrison becomes a serial killer, right? So they had plans to do that. Now, it's either ends in devastation where Harrison dies, Dexter dies, anyone he's came across, it's all over, or Harrison gets away from it all and Dexter dies and then Harrison goes, whether he's safe or not, whatever. It's only gonna, that's it. There's no middle ground. It's those two ways. Which way they plan on going, I don't know, but it's gonna be one or the other one. And I will say that the Harrison spinoff got the least amount of likes.
Yeah, no one wanted to see that, especially coming off New Blood.
They wanted the Trinity Killer one. That's got the most, and they actually have the Trinity Killer stuff written and everything else. And I guarantee we will definitely see the Trinity Killer spinoff series.
So do you think that we will see Harrison die before we see Dexter die, or you're saying we're gonna see one of them die?
I'm saying that it can go either way. If they wanted this, if they kill Harrison, then Dexter's out of here. They're gonna kill it. But if they want to continue on and do that Harrison spinoff like they originally wanted to do, then he's not going to die for it. He'll just keep going, and Dexter will die in the end.
I think Harrison's safe. I think you're okay. I think he's gonna be safe.
You could do Dexter goes to jail, and then Harrison visits him, and he's
Harrison becomes a prison guard or something.
Well, no, he could be like, it would be like Silence of the Lambs, and he could just Dexter. He could just be going for Dexter for information. He could be, hello,
Harrison. I can smell you. I can smell your Cheeto breath.
Or they both end up on death row and they're just, buddies in prison.
Yeah, they're hanging out playing cards at the end, something like that.
They just be talking.
I just don't want to see either of them die, but I know that it's got to end.
They're doing
somehow.
such a great job this season, making us care about like killers. Like they're like I don't want to either. I feel like this was, especially after this episode, they're straight. Like they're really likable, and both of them are really likable in this episode. And it's like, oh, I don't want anything bad to happen to these people. They're good people. Look at him murder that Gemini killer. He's a horrible person. Dexter's the good guy, Harrison's a good guy. Look at him think about that,
And can I say with the Gemini killer, I felt bad because I know Dexter was having fun killing him because he was like, oh, this guy is cocky, but he kept saying red, like he was like very, very shocked that this was happening to him. And it almost made me feel bad. Like he's trying to talk to you and you're just like, nah, I'm just gonna kill you. I don't know. I guess it's because of the actor. He's just such a good actor.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to seeing him in this new episode too.
Yeah, I would love for him to admit to him that he's the Bay Harbor Butcher. I wish they would have gave us that, but they didn't. But I wish they would have at least gave us that let him know.
Me too, Tony. I was hoping we got the similar moment that we got with Doogie Howser's with Neil Patrick Harris's character.
You didn't have to say nothing; just get the reaction in his face. But maybe he knew as soon as when he took the blood slide. Maybe he already knew that who he was at that time.
That's true. Yep. Well, thank y'all so much for talking with me. It's been fun. I'll keep up with y'all.
Please call in again. We really hope you do. And think for yourself says the blood slides were the admission. But was the Gemini killer smart enough to put that together in that moment? Or he wasn't thinking about that because he was still calling him red after he saw the slides. So he did. That wasn't enough for him in that moment. But I agree. That was Dexter's showing his hand.
And even so, even if he did do it, he could just be a copycat, right? I mean,
fair point, Tony. Fair point.
He could be a copycat who admires the Bay Harbor Butcher, and he told him he was a fan already of his. So that could be why he did that, and he could be a fan.
He's of everybody. Yeah, he's a fan of other people's like that. His thing is he copies other serial killers.
Yeah, so that's not enough when it's all said and done. Thank you for the super chat from Tom is working, and it says, "Silence of the Lambs." Leon feels a little bit like Nathan Verger. I would love to see a little Silence of the Lambs action here with Dexter inside, or a little. With Blackbird, they did that in Blackbird also.
Yeah, a little bit.
There could be a little Blackbird situation going on here.
Tony, this is area code 805.
find out that he's a damn picture?
I just wanted to leave a message and I was wondering if I saw your last video and saw the theory that Gemini will end up taking out Harrison's girlfriend, or well, fake girlfriend, whatever, and
his wannabe girlfriend.
How that'll lead to him distancing himself from Dexter more. But I was wondering if you think maybe it could lead to instead Harrison kind of like pursuing the dark path, and maybe he's the one that takes out Gemini in the end. So I was wondering.
Yeah, do you think we get Harrison's revenge if he takes out?
If he kills that girl and her son, 100%, Harrison could be the one who actually strikes the final blow on Gemini, without a doubt. You know what I mean? Again, in the interview that was done, that I've seen, Harrison talked about that when he was in the staging area for some scene, and he was inside of the vault. Right, that's where he said he was in there with Uma Thurman, and that's where he got a chance to actually speak to her for some time. So obviously, Harrison.
Can I be in the vault with Uma Thurman, Tony?
Me too, Phil. You got to fight me for that.
Tony, rock paper.
Wait, you got Kristen Ritter, man. You can't have
fair. Okay, fair point. I'm backing off. I am backing off.
Yeah, Uma's got to come out.
I'm backing off, Tony.
Yeah. All right.
I'll take Jessica.
Yeah. So I think that he's gonna wind up. If you watch my last video, I talked about. We'll go into it more. They're gonna take him hostage, and that's how he's gonna get there. And they're gonna have to draw Dexter out and everything else in there. And that's how they're gonna get him in the mansion when it's all said and done. I think that Dexter is gonna chop off that big boy's head. You know what I mean? Because I think that. They asked him specifically. We don't know if they asked everybody else, but she asked him specifically to bring your equipment, right? And that big boy, I don't know. I know he to make him the most sinister of them all really works because he's been the nicest. But I think that his head being lopped off would be more dramatic than anybody else's coming off. You know, I think that's the way it's gonna go when it's all said and done. That he's gonna get his head. He's going to get his head chopped off by Dexter, posing as Red, and that's why they brought him in there and stuff.
Does Gemini find out about his brother before he dies? Like, does he find out that his brother's dead?
Yeah, because that's what's going to make him go search out Harrison and all that, and take and do that for revenge on Dexter by doing that. That's my thing. But if anyone wants to believe that Goldilocks, Rapunzel, I keep saying Gold, is the one. I think
you can call him Goldilocks. His mother named him Goldilocks. We'll call him Goldilocks. Area code 540. What's your name? What's your question? And where are you calling from?
Isaac, just more of a quick statement.
Oh yeah, whatever, dude.
I was gonna say, it said in the last episode that Blessing's son was a businessman. He's had 4 successful businesses, so I think Leon Prater might come to their apartment and see Dexter there.
Oh, he might have some sort of association, like a business sort of thing, and happen to be.
Prater like back in the money.
Yeah, like use it as an excuse. Like, oh, and they would know who he is. I want to invest in one of your businesses, and now he's in there, and now he's in Dexter's lair.
Yeah.
Yep.
He does have the cell phone, and he could track him easily. Like people keep talking about that.
That works for me. I like it. That would work for me. That would be a good way to get in there.
Yep, just an opinion.
Yeah, no, I like that. Thank you, caller.
Yep, y'all have a good night. Like and subscribe.
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Y'all have a good one, man.
Good.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's still definitely an interesting one. Tony, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else about this episode? Not that we're wrapping up right now, but is there anything else about this episode we haven't talked about?
we didn't talk about the death of Lady Vengeance.
Oh yeah. We didn't. I mean, we talked a little bit about Uma doing it, but not her dying, and the fact that Batista got to a point that we talked about, that if he had gotten in there and shown that picture, Dexter's game would have been up. Dexter is playing very close to the
I don't even
sun.
know if she would have gave him up though. She ain't talked to nobody else in there at all. They made a point of saying that. I understand why Prater has to do it, because listen, you may not be talking now, but 20 years, 30 years, you might feel like giving it up after that point. You know what I mean? So you're in there for life. That's a long time to keep a secret life. So 100%, they had the right to take her out because of it. She was just way too close. And I know I've seen people, it was a fake death and she's really not
people
dead.
in the chat are asking that right now. Do you think it was a fake
What
death?
do you think, Phil? Do you think she's out of here or what?
She's dead. She's let's say she's deader than disco, baby. No, I think unfortunately she's gone. I think, yeah, I don't think there. What would be the upside of faking her death, busting her out of prison? And I don't think so. I don't think there's a.
Yeah, what would it do? They don't need her to find out who Dexter really is. She could have already told Charlie off camera that he was raised in Miami. Could have already done that. That's the only information she would have had. So it really doesn't make any sense for her to be alive. It doesn't bring anything to the story.
Yeah, like the Princess Bride thing, I think she's fully dead. There's no partially alive. There's no Miracle Max that's going to bring Lady Vengeance back for vengeance here.
And I think that rope burn on her neck. Where everyone, listen, when you hang yourself, you don't die of asphyxiation. You don't die from suffocation. You die because your neck really breaks. That, depending on the fall, how hard you fall, but it's really the neck that is what really snaps and kills you. I'm sure people do die from being choked out and all that, but it's really when you die from where she's at. They usually hang people and they'll pull them down to get that break in that neck, and look like her neck was snapped.
Yep.
And there ain't no coming back from that.
Yeah, there's no exactly. That's not something that's easily faked in that moment.
100%. Yeah. So no, I think she's sad to see her go. Loved her. Thought she played the shit out of this role.
Yeah, me too. And I thought she had some of the best chemistry with Dexter on screen that we've seen in years. Just when the scenes that they were interacting, I wish we got more of that. I wish we had her all season, and whatever happened to her at the end of the season or at the beginning of next season. It would have been good to see her pop up and be throughout everything. Like all of these characters, like I would have liked to have seen more of Neil. I'm rag on him sometimes. I would have liked to see more of Neil Patrick Harris. I would have liked to see. I hope we still see more of the Gemini Killer, which I don't think it's going to be as easy as Dexter kills this guy in the next episode, right? It's no.
It don't work. If they did that, it means nothing. Then with I ain't saying they jumped the shark, but I'm saying it means there's no reason to have the guy be a twin and then die the next
How
episode.
cool was the music though? Both times when he was following him initially, but the music at the airport when the car pulls up and like when he's coming out, he's like, "Who is this?" And it was so cool. I thought that was done really well.
I would love to speak to this actor because I seen what he did, and he may not. I know he knows what he did, and I know that I know what he did there.
You know that Ferris passed out at 31 Flavors last night.
I know what he did. And I know this was what he was thinking, whether he would admit it or not. This is what he was thinking when he did it. And we'll come back right after this call.
Yeah, hold your thought. Hold your thought, Tony. Make sure you remember. Area code 708. What's your name? What's your question? Or what's your comment or whatever? And where you're calling from?
Bruce from Chicago.
Hey, Bruce, what's going on, man?
Real quick, I got a comment. I don't know if you guys realized it, but it was the time where Gemini said a lot of people would want to trade me to the FBI for immunity. It was somebody talking about immunity.
Yep.
And then Dexter looked right into the camera. Like, yeah. So, every time he's ever did that, it's like the writers are telling us in the future this is going to happen. So I think he's gonna get into a situation where he's called like dead to right, but then the FBI is gonna offer him immunity or some kind of like that's gonna come back around. Like he's gonna get himself out because he is going from state to state too. So it's like before he was just kind of just in Miami, and then he was in one other, but now he's like a legitimate like 50 state. This is his third state. So they would have to like bring in like I know they kind of like play with the FBI at first, but I think it's gonna be like he's actually gonna come in for the government, and it's like gonna do like a full change on the show. Like everything's about to be changed. I think that's what I think about that.
It's a big jump to do it. I mean, it would be huge. Number one, he would have to know Gemini's real name, and then have proof that he's a Gemini killer. On top of it, Dexter knows it, but you got to have his name and you got to have proof of the whole thing that this is the guy who's actually the Gemini killer. Same reason dealing with the Bay Harbor Butcher. You may know Dexter's the Bay Harbor Butcher. Batista knows it, but there's no physical evidence or Harrison that links them to these murders at all. You can know it, but there ain't no physical evidence that links him to it. So it would have to be a situation where something links the Gemini killer to one of these murders to prove that that's the case that's going on there. That would be the only way that we'd be able to get that FBI deal.
I got one more crazy, like Marvel level crazy it could be.
Bring it.
He's not a twin. He is not a twin. He's a clone.
What?
I don't know. He's a clone. And it's about 5 of them. It's about 5.
He's Jamie Foxx now. They say this what's going on here.
Peter, the Dinklage's character cloned him. He's a triplet.
Man, I love this show, man. Y'all keep doing it, man. Man, y'all doing good things.
I appreciate it.
Over the road trucker, y'all keep me going.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, caller.
Yeah, so as I was saying before, this actor, David, and David, if you ever watch this, I'm not trying to blow your spot at all. I'm just the Don, and I pick up on it all. I know exactly what he was doing when he did this whole Gemini reveal. I'm going to tell y'all right now in the chat, and I promise you, if you go look at it, you'll see that this is what he did. And the name of our show, of our podcast, picks it up. The Usual Suspects. He did the verbal kit walk with the hand. You know how Verbal was holding his hand like this the whole time? He did the exact same hold on his hand when he was walking. He did the same thing. And you go back and look, and you watch The Usual Suspect, you see Verbal. He puts his hand right here, and he grabs it right here when he walks. You will see that when he's walking to the car and all that, he does the exact same hold. And there's no doubt that he took that from Kaiser Soze.
He took it from Bridge 4, Kaiser Soze himself.
100%. There's no doubt he did that. I seen it, and I knew it as soon as I seen it.
Speaking of Bridge, I wish we could get Bridge to watch Dexter and From.
Me too.
It'd be great to have him on Dexter and From stuff.
100%. But they go back and you'll see it. Go watch The Usual Suspects, and you'll see he did it. He did the verbal kit, and that's where I believe he drew inspiration from.
Couple people. Moose Bolton and Debzilla noticed that as well too. Seb says best trick Gemini killer ever pulled was making the world believe he never existed. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. He did it. That was a guarantee. As soon as I seen it, I was like, this guy is doing the Usual Suspect, the verbal handhold right there.
Tony, speaking of what happened to the Lady Vengeance, what is Batista's, and I know it's not about her directly, but there's not much else we can say about her. She's dead. What is Batista's next move?
It's the watch. The next thing that deals with the cops is the watch. The watch has got to come into play. He's got to get the watch.
Yep.
And then after they got the watch and have Harrison have the watch in his possession, and that's the last time we know it's in his possession, then they have to work their way from there. Because we heard specifically, she says, we go where the evidence follows us. So that's it. They need evidence. And
do they arrest Harrison before the end of the season?
That they what?
Do they arrest Harrison before the end of the season?
No, there's no proof that Harrison did the murder. He could have the watch. As I said, he could easily have the watch, and they can connect him to the watch, and he could say, yeah, I had the watch, and I threw it in the garbage. After the guy was dead, I just threw it in the garbage. They have no proof that he didn't do that. So they would need more than
that. They have no actual hard evidence. No, he even has an alibi with his girlfriend.
Yeah, there's no evidence that he did it. That they have nothing on him that he did it. There's no fingerprints, there's no footage, there's no blood of his on it. There's nothing to do there. There's no evidence whatsoever that puts Harrison in this thing.
Okay, what else? I'm just trying to think what else we haven't talked about. A couple of things are more prediction things, like where they're going on the helicopter at the end. Prater wanting to kind of freaking out because of everyone disappearing and gathering everybody together for a quick mission. Well, I mean, Prater is ultimately freaking out right now because he
has the most to lose.
Yep. He's like, he doesn't know if by Doogie disappearing and what's going on with Jessica Jones, if one of them are going to turn state's evidence against what he's doing.
Yeah, he said he's MIA. So it's not like he has no idea what happened to him. He just knows that he's gone. And why is he gone? And now it's really those two things, right? He knows he's gone, and now this chick has got locked up with the cops. So he took care of one problem. He doesn't know why this guy left or anything like that, why he can't get in contact with him. But it's really that the big problem was that she got bagged up by the cop. But now that that's gone, I don't think he's going to concern himself as much that the tattoo collector's not around.
Here we go, Tony, the one and only. Oh, why'd you hang up? Why'd you hang up, KP? The second time you did that. I was going to say the one and only motherfucking KP. But KP will be calling back in a second here.
Yeah, he'll call back. He'll call right back. He must have been his wife or someone came in the room.
Yeah, he's having some technical. That's the second time he tried it. He's having some technical difficulties, but we'll get KP on in a second.
He's probably like, baby, I'm trying to record.
I like your KP impression. KP, welcome to the show, buddy.
Good evening to everybody. Let me walk away. I'll tell you why I hung up where I hung up just now, because I couldn't find the remote to put the TV on mute. I still can't find it, so I just walked in the other room. Anyways, how are you guys doing? Phil, Tony, what's up?
Doing
what up, brother? How are you?
Cheers.
I'm fantastic. Fantastic. Had a lovely, restful weekend, and looking forward to a nice, calm day of beaching tomorrow. Just chilling on the beach.
Lucky bastard, lucky motherfucker.
The kids are away. The kids are away in Tobago with their grandma and with their grandmothers and aunts and so on. So but anyways, let's talk about Dexter.
I'm ready. Real quick before you go into it, KP, I would just like to say I want you to contact me because the Don is running out of White Hennessy, and I need a couple of bottles.
Oh, listen, no problem. Right. I have you with that. You have my information on Facebook. You just hit me up. I'll sort that out for you.
I appreciate
that. That's good. I know people I know folks are addicted to that white Hennessy.
Yeah, man.
Honey. Ooh.
Yummy.
yes.
Yummy.
It's fantastic. I mean, mind you, I stopped drinking since 2016. But before 2016, I'm gonna tell you, I was a liquor warrior. You couldn't. I drink under the table. They used to call me Black Irish. I don't know why. It seemed a little racist to me, but whatever. Anyways, back to Dexter. So, well, you guys know, I am a fan of the original series. Was it two spin-offs? Or is it the second spin-off or the third spin-off?
So
this is the third one. The third one.
There's
Right.
two.
Okay, so there were two others, right? So,
Yeah.
so that's what I thought too. The other two, I wasn't a big fan of it. I thought kind of it moved away from being a murder. It moved away from being like a psychological thriller to being a kind of almost a slasher movie in a way, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I just it didn't catch me. But this one, you have that cat and mouse game happening again, and that drew me in. My favorite little sequence was when Dexter was hunting the Gemini, and just somewhere in the middle of the situation, Gemini realized that, oh, this motherfucker's hunting me, and turned tables on him and came back to hunt him and ended up in his house. And then he ended up dead. But I mean, to me that was awesome.
Well, what happened was he was hunting the one Gemini. We'll say Gemini number 1. And then when Gemini number 2 was coming to pick up the note, he realized that Dexter was hunting him. Gemini number 1 never knew it. Gemini number 2 caught him and then went back to his house.
The audience didn't know that yet, right? So you and I and everybody else that was here, we had that in our mind and we were looking forward to it. And I remember, the last show, I remember saying, I mean, I'm not the hugest Dexter fan, but I'm pretty sure by the end of the next episode, one of them Gemini is going to end up on that table. Remember I said that?
Yeah.
During the week there, it happened, and then I was absolutely not surprised. I thought when he went to the helicopter, Gemini, the other Gemini would already have been there and would have been watched him menacingly, and he would have had like a kind of visceral reaction when he saw him. But he wasn't in the helicopter yet, and he came in a car a bit far away, and he had to walk a good bit. So Dexter had time to not be shocked, because I think it would be cooler to put him if he was already in the helicopter and Dexter came in afterwards. But I mean, that's nitpicking. So
that would have been cool. You know what? That may have been better. I'm gonna give it up to you. It may have been better if he walked in and he was already sitting in there and stuff. Someone please put the number for Justin in the chat. People are like, how do you call in? Someone put with a phone.
I was thinking this.
That's funny. It is funny.
That's good.
You're rude. You guys are rude.
That is funny.
Uncouth savages. No sort of decorum whatsoever. My Lord, it's like you guys are the kind of people that will watch TV shows about people that murder people. Who does that?
100%.
My last little thing before I go, because I know it's a busy night and everybody wants to call in and whatnot. But my last little thing before I go, I remember we were talking about earlier. You're saying that a possibility for like a next sequel show could be Dexter after he got caught, or perhaps not even Dexter, maybe Harrison or somebody Dexter adjacent, right? One of the killers gets caught, but that person is also really smart.
Sorry.
And
got him back.
You have a Hannibal Lecter situation with Clarice, with a version of
We'll
Clarice
get someone on hold.
into the jail and talking to them, and every episode, is him solving a crime like a kind of procedural.
Yeah.
But then, as a B plot, he's also trying to escape and killing one or two people inside the prison at the same time. I think that'd be a bomb ass.
It would be great. The next one will be the Gemini. Will be the Trinity killer. And that's it. But Kay, we got someone on the line, brother. So you know,
yeah. You guys have I'm watching the TV. So thank you very much. It was good to hear from you guys. But
all right. Let me. I will go grab my
This is
break.
area code. We're jumping right out. I was able to do that, Tony. Just put someone on hold for a few seconds. Sorry, 937. Area code 937. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your whatever? You know, what's your whatever?
How you guys doing?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Doing good. Hey, Tony Teflon is my Dexter guy, man. I have a couple questions, and I love the program.
Please. I think Tony ran off for a quick second, but he'll be right back, and I'll do my best to answer for Tony until he gets back.
All right, cool. So my thing is they've already said they're going to do 3 seasons, right?
Yes. Yep. That's apparently that's what I've heard too. Three seasons that they're working.
Right. My obviously question is, we already know this season is in New York. If they do decide, obviously, to do 2 more seasons, do you guys think that the next 2 seasons will stay in New York, or do you think possibly they'll move out and go somewhere else? My other question is, how do you think this season will end, like cliffhanger-wise? Do you think you made a good point about Batista? Obviously, he's like one of the final guys I think that will end the season. Yeah. But how do you think this season will end? And that's my question.
Awesome. First of all, I think that this season ends with Peter Dinklage's character getting killed, and then Dexter being in a difficult situation because there's a lot of people. Tony, this caller's other question was, do you think that next season will stick in New York City, or do you think that it might go other places in the next 2 seasons? Or do you think
Michael C. Hall lives in New York City, so I think it's very convenient for him to
That's a good point. I didn't know that. That was good. That's a good point.
Wake up, go outside, and go to work. So I don't see him leaving anytime soon out there at all. Yeah, Batista is the final boss, right? So Batista is not going away. As for ending this season, I know we have that one scene that we see in the trailer with Dexter's talking to somebody, and he says, if I am who you think I am, then you know this is not going to end well for you.
Yep.
Right? Which could be Batista he's talking to at that particular time when he's in that car, when he's saying that. I think it ends with Prater. I said Prater on the table.
Yep. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you're my side. Prater on the table, baby. Yep.
Okay.
And then we see like a little montage of Harrison wanting to go to college and Dexter.
Yeah, going to college and Dexter having the money to pay for him for full ride in college.
And the tease that they may tease something with the Ripper, the New York Ripper, but that'll be it.
Do you think it'll have like an ending where there's no like shock at the end, or do you think it'll kind of like season 4 where Rita was dead? Do you think it'll have like an ending like that, or do you think it'll have more of a definitive ending for this season?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do the Rita thing, because that's heartbreaking, and I never want to see nothing like that again for the rest of my life.
Dude.
I don't think they'll have the Rita thing going on with it and everything. We should try to get that actress on and stuff. We should try to hit her up and see if we can get her on. We should see. Maybe we can get her on. But I think that it would be I don't know if they would go that route. I do think they got to cliffhang it with something to make you want to come back. But it may be something with the New York Ripper or something like that that brings it in and everything else. Or Harrison, Harrison not liking Dexter again, but I don't think it ends on like a murder. You know what I mean? Unless you're gonna kill the Harrison's kid. No, I won't. They can't do that. It could be some situation. I don't think it'll be that. I could see Charlie flipping on Prater, and somehow Charlie covering up that Dexter killed Prater or Harrison killed Prater or something like
and
that.
Splitting up some money with Dexter.
And then she covers the whole thing up, and she's able to cover it up where she gets some money, he gets some money, Prater is dead, and that's how it goes down like that. It could be a situation like that, but that's it. I don't think it's going to be some Rita situation. That Rita situation took 4 seasons to build to get to something like that. And I don't think they're here to have. So we don't care about anybody but Batista. And I don't think I care about Batista as much as I cared about Rita, because Rita was so fucking innocent. Like, she did nothing. She did nothing to no one.
Yeah.
And she's a beautiful, sexy, just a sweet soul of a woman that she just didn't deserve it. That's why I'm glad they didn't show it, because she didn't deserve it, and I didn't want to see it.
I have a quick Dexter story for you guys, if you guys don't mind, if you want to hear it.
Do it.
So I sell cars for a living down here in Dayton, Ohio.
Mhm.
And I had been dealing with someone. They were buying a car over the phone with me. So we'd make the deal and everything. And probably like a week going back and forth.
You have a very friendly voice. Like, I want to buy things from you. Like, just the way you're talking. I'm like, okay. So what do you got? What do you got for cars? I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Sorry.
Right. So anyways, the guy tells me he's going to fly in. So, and this is 100% true story. He gets to the dealership and I go to meet him, and it's fucking Harrison. I actually sold him the car, the actor.
Oh, really?
He walks in and I was like, I seen him and I'm staring at him, and I told him to go to my seat to have a seat. And I'm like, he looks so familiar. And this is right after New Blood had ended. And I run up to my manager. I'm like, dude, it's Harrison from Dexter. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I know it's him. So I walk back to my desk and I'm like, hey, I have to ask, are you such and such? And he's like, yeah. And he was sitting there. It was him. And he was with his father. And I told him, hey, I'm a huge fan. And I talked to him for a minute. He actually asked me what I thought of the ending of New Blood. And I was honest with him. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, nice
rude,
dude. Nice
know?
dude.
And but it was the craziest thing, because I told him, hey, I'm a big fan. You know, my ringtone for my phone is the Dexter theme, you know. And but I asked him, I said, hey, have you heard anything about another season or your own spinoff show or anything? Obviously, this is way back before they announced all the new stuff. But he said no at that point. But it was just a really cool Dexter moment that I thought was really cool. I don't know why, but I figured you guys would get a kick out of that.
Oh, that's awesome.
100%. Listen, we're going to try to get the kid on and talk to him about the car and get you to call in.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Did he seem to
the
like
Hyundai Genesis?
Did he seem to like the end of New Blood?
Oh, a Hyundai Genesis he bought too, huh? All right.
Did he seem to like the end of New Blood when you said you were like mid on it? Was he like yeah whatever?
He didn't really comment on it. His dad commented on it and said something to the fact of, yeah, I know a lot of people were mixed on it.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
He brought his dad to help
but
him.
you know, I was just
his dad's speaking for him right there.
New Blood, you know.
No, totally cool. Like it's always interesting. I wonder if actors or people are aware of the way things are reacted to like that. So he's not going to say anything, but his dad will. Yeah,
everybody was joking with me, saying like I was the perfect customer for me, because there was a chance that, you know, nobody even would watch that show that I work with and would have not known the difference, you know. So it was really cool that I was the one that got to sell him the car. And
so did Harrison do the negotiating, or did his dad do most of the negotiating for him?
It was Harrison, believe it or not.
Oh, Harrison was doing it for him?
Sometimes it was his mother or something.
Okay, so you dealt with the whole Harrison family.
But keep in mind, I had no clue who I was dealing with at the time. And he even had, you know, the crazy thing was he had sent me a copy of his driver's license, and I had stared at it, you know, while I was putting the paperwork together, and I never even put two and two together. It was the craziest thing.
That's awesome. Great.
I almost bought a damn Hyundai Genesis myself, so I understand those are good cars. I like the SUV, I really do. I like that, but that shit is pricey, baby. But I do like it.
Well, I just wanted to say thanks, guys, and I keep looking for the new video every day when you post one, man, and keep up the good work.
Oh, thanks, caller.
Appreciate it. You see, he didn't say he was going to hook me up with a price, Phil. You didn't hear that come out.
No, car. You even put the hint out there. You were like, I thought about that car. You were throwing it out there, Tony. You were like, I put it out there. Yeah, I heard it.
I like the SUV. It's a little pricey. All right, guys, bye.
Click, guys. See you next time.
You got right the fuck up out of there after that, Phil.
No connection. He's good enough to sell Harrison a car, but not you.
What's good with the Don? Jesus Christ.
You don't think, oh my God. You didn't ask what either of us are driving, buddy. I mean, come on.
I read about this motherfucker.
Jeepers creepers.
So,
Hooah.
thank you for the super chat,
Listen,
Tom.
Kevin.
Gemini, this series has been about connection. He said, Gemini, this series is Gemini, period. This series has been about connection. What happens when a part of his killer is gone? Yeah, I think I agree that it's been about connection and lost connections, but there's been a couple of things, but connections to a lot of different things, whether it's your trophies or something like that. It's been about connection, 100%.
Area code 810. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your whatever?
Hello.
Hey, friend. What's going on?
How you doing? My name is Harvey. I'm calling from Flint, Michigan.
Hey, man. How's it going?
Going great, man. Love the show. Love what y'all doing.
Thank you.
My theories about what's going to happen is Dexter's going to catch wind because I believe Prater is the Ripper, the New York Ripper, just because of how long that weapon was, like fit for a little person.
Interesting.
And I feel like Dexter's going to figure that out and use that information to leverage getting Harrison free because like they're on Harrison's ass right now.
All right.
Right?
I mean, can we agree with that, Phil?
Pardon?
I'm asking Phil to answer before. I'm passing it. I'm passing the mic here to Phil.
What were you saying again, caller? Sorry, I'm smoking some hippie activities. You know, what about Harrison?
I think they're going to use that information to get, to get the detective off of Harrison. Like use that information with her white whale of a case, and she's, he's going to tell them, "Hey, I know who the Ripper is. Is Leon Prater."
Maybe,
but you gotta let Harrison go.
Maybe we might have set up with the way that he handled the Mia situation in a different way than necessarily always having to kill the people. When he realizes that Prater doesn't quite fit his code, but he still needs to stop him in some way, he may try a different tactic to bring him down. I'm not sure it might go in that particular direction, but I do think he may. I think he's going to kill Prater, but he may go a different way to bring him down in kind of.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, I
think he's going to use the information that Prater is the Ripper to get to the detective to get them off of Harrison because. I mean, I don't think they haven't shown any inclination that anybody else is the Ripper, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why it's not going to go down this season. I mean, Prater being the Ripper, the hook is bigger than him. It just wouldn't work for him being the Ripper. And I'm just saying that that's not a reason enough to stop investigating Harrison. But the reason that we've heard in the show was she said specifically, we go where the evidence tells us to go. So as long as there's no evidence, she's not going to be able to connect anything. He wouldn't, and if he gave her the Ripper, she would still come after him if she had the evidence to prove it. That's the type to be. So I think that the Ripper is for next season, and I just think that the evidence trail has to get cold in order for her to stop. She can believe what she wants, just like Batista can believe what he wants. But in the end, if they don't have any proof of it, then it's a wrap. Then there's nothing that they can do. They can think it. They can say whatever they want. You gotta have.
They can jump up and down and scream it from the top of the mountain, but they have no actual hard evidence to prosecute.
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. Maybe not to get them off of Harrison, but maybe just to get him out of the picture. Because I honestly do believe that Leon is because who collects serial killers? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's the thing that the ex-serial killer would do. Like, since I'm out of the game now.
I bet you there's a bunch of people right now who are so into serial killers that they could get that collection, but you can't because all that stuff is probably still evidence and stuff. But there's a Bonnie and Clyde museum that has the shot up car with the blood stains of Bonnie and Clyde in Vegas.
Natural Born Killers kind of explores that idea where people get obsessed with.
You can go watch that. You can go see that right now, and you go in there and look at the car with the blood stains and everything, and it's on display out there, right there in Vegas. So if they have that, then you know that people are into this stuff, right? They're into things like that.
Well, yeah, but from a production standpoint, they don't got enough money to keep getting, Tyrion Lannister on here. They don't have enough money for that.
Yeah,
he's a one season guy, man.
Yeah, 100%.
I agree with you there.
Definitely getting got this season. It's just how, and I think it's Charlie in the end is the one who's going to set him up because she doesn't like what she's doing. She's only doing it to keep her mother alive. It seems like.
Yeah,
and
right.
once her mother passes away, there's going to be no other reason.
No reason, yeah, exactly, Tony. No other reason to.
And she says to her mom, she's like, "You wouldn't believe what I had to do today."
And
like,
once
she's not
and
about this life.
And once when she gets to that point and figures out who Dexter is, and he's someone that takes out serial killers, I think she's disgusted by serial killers. So she's probably going to look at what he does as cleaning up the mess a little bit. Like it's.
I definitely think they're going to team up, honestly.
Perhaps people say with Prater, I think it's more likely for him to team up with Uma because she's going to look at what he does as, innocuous to a
He's
certain
always
extent.
messing with the blondes.
Yeah, he's definitely going to team up with Charlie.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think
I'm with you there.
they're going to come to like a mutual, you help me with this and I help you with that kind of situation.
Yeah, dude, I'm with you there 100%.
If I'm right about Prater, I'm calling back.
Dude, call back either way.
Why you gotta be right to call
Yeah,
back?
dude, you better fucking call back either way. What's that, dude?
If I'm wrong, I'll call back.
Dude, if you're wrong, you better call back too, motherfucker. You better.
If I'm right, I'm calling back. What if you're
I'm
wrong?
calling back if I'm right, Tony. What's that shit? Dude,
thank you guys so much.
love you, bros. Have a good night, man. That's a fucking great call. But yeah, you call back. You call back either way.
If I'm right, I'll
call back. I'll
if I'm
call back.
right.
Dude's like, I'll call back if I fucking.
They don't want to call back when they're wrong. Shit.
I'm with that. I don't want to come on the show when I'm wrong. When I say something. Tony, can we do that? Can we only come on when we do something?
I have come on when I've been wrong time and time again.
That was funny. Great call. Great call.
I'm here regardless every week, whether I'm right or wrong. I'm always gonna be here every week and everything.
Well, you were damn right this week. This was one of your best prognosticating weekends.
I mean, I got the whole scene in order and everything, and they tried to hide it in the trailer, and I still broke it down in order.
Yeah.
One thing I didn't get right was the reason why he was there. I said that Harrison was graduating, but who the hell would have known about a funeral? That was too far. There's no proof of that.
Yeah, no. That's easy. That's easy to miss in that situation. I don't think there's anything else in this episode we haven't talked about. If anyone in the live chat, if there's any part of this episode that Tony and I haven't touched on, now's the time. Remind us of it. And I guess now's around the time calling in. We're probably heading towards
we're gonna wrap it up. We've been on here. We don't keep it. We work is tomorrow and everything.
Oh yeah, is the summer of Tony end officially tomorrow?
The summer of Tony never ends.
Okay, good. I technically don't have to work till Tuesday, so I know I can sleep tomorrow. I actually have
we know work is going on, and people gotta get up. We don't keep you too late, and you know what I'm saying. We'll be back again Thursday. We'll be back Thursday, and maybe we'll have another guest on with us. Maybe we'll get somebody to rock with us or something like that. We'll
People
see.
say we haven't talked that much about Blessing. I guess we haven't talked too much about Blessing.
Let's talk about it real quick.
He killed somebody.
I thought the actor did an amazing job portraying.
He's great. He's great.
Portraying his emotions on the whole situation and everything. I am 100% convinced he is not. I think Blessings killed her mother.
Yeah, I've seen this in the chat a couple of times, and this is from Nero Miro, who is verified here on YouTube, which means you're super important, Nero Miro. Yeah, verified here. I think Blessings killed her mother. It was very strange death from one day to the next, Tony. A couple of people have said this too. Nero Miro isn't the only one I've seen this from in the chat tonight. What do you think?
I don't think so. All right. What I'm gonna do, Phil? Give me a second. I'm gonna pull up a picture. Let me find the picture. It's gonna take a second, but Phil, hold it down. We'll pull up a picture, and then
and yes, Nero Miro has 632,000 subscribers. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Nero Miro, thank you for rocking with us, man.
Yeah, thank you for jumping in the chat.
Slumming, and
yes,
stuff.
slumming it with us. Me is 17,000 and Tony 100,000. We're we appreciate your time here, my friend.
100%. Especially you come down and slumming with us and stuff. We definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, fancy YouTuber in the chat here. Okay, Blessing did not fuck with that bag of ice. Seriously, Lou. Blessing was like, "Fuck that ice! Don't bring that ice into my house."
Yeah, he was definitely upset.
I don't want to flood my damn kitchen, Tony. I want one damn bag of ice. I like that shit. I freaked out about stuff like that too. When you're angry and you're going through that, Blessing just hates ice. Yes.
Blessings hates ice.
Blessing Bacon Jr. I think I want to get a t-shirt that says Blessing hates ice. We got a super chat from Tom Working. Thank you, Tom Working. He's been giving a lot of super chats tonight. Really do appreciate that. Blessings child soldier hard. That was a serious story. He gets into telling him that he's killed people in his past and was a soldier, and his mom really saved him in different ways. It was serious, like emotional stuff that was going on in the middle of this episode, and that's one of those things this season is doing exceptionally well, balancing out the dark comedy with some serious emotional stuff and some fun Dexter serial killer bullshit, so it's been a lot of fun. Blessing, yeah, he was not having it. He was not having that ice.
So it's gonna take me a second for you.
Oh no, it's geeking out. Plus, the thing about not having cats because of allergies parallels Dexter's dad telling Deb why they couldn't get a dog or a pet. I've been in that situation too. I lived with my grandmother. I was raised by my grandmother, and she hated cats for whatever reason. I always wanted to get a cat, and she just hated the cats. We got KP. Let's talk to KP for a few seconds while Tony sets this up. KP, make it quick. Oh, make it sweet. You're calling on two different lines. How are you calling twice at the same time? That was weird.
I have no idea. I have a lot of secret powers. So
that was pretty awesome.
Some of them I haven't yet discovered.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a new one.
What's up, KP?
I have a very, very left field little theory I want to just drop on you real quick. And let's see if it probably could drum up some conversation.
Okay, do it.
I think Blessing is a murderer.
I mean, he admitted he does kill people.
He didn't, but
he killed people
he didn't say that at all. He said he killed one fucking person.
Fair, Tony. He said he killed one person. True.
Yeah, I believe.
True, Tony.
I think if he isn't a serial killer already, he has serial killer tendencies. And something's going to happen that makes him into a serial killer. But I know it's a very far left.
No, KP. We appreciate it. And we'll get into this a little bit for a second. People, we did this earlier. We made a poll and we asked if people thought Blessing was. Oh, I guess we didn't specify any serial killer. We talked about the New York Ripper. So. How many people in the chat right now do you guys think that Blessing is a serial killer at some point? Does Blessing somewhere fit Dexter's code? Is that what this is coming to? That somewhere somehow Blessing's going to end up on Dexter's table? I don't think that's happening.
I think I'm going to pull it up on this. One second.
Okay, no worries. I'll keep going. Okay, Tony and Phil, are you missing? Oh no, take your time. Okay, Tony and Phil, are you missing the ice block hook connection with Blessing? Tony, are we missing the ice block hook connection with?
What's the? All right, let's put the picture up right here on the screen. It's going to be full screen, so it'll be over us. But here we go. Let's put this.
No one wants that. I don't want to. That'll just let me smoke without turning my camera off. Yeah.
All right. So we have this picture here, and it is what appears to be Blessings with a sword in his hand in some type of junkyard. Right? So maybe people are saying from this picture that this is the reason why they believe that
Blessings is a killer.
Blessings is a killer. So maybe that's what to me, it looks more like a sword than it does a hook. But maybe this is the reason why people think that it's Blessings, because he's walking in. And now, if I look to the right, it looks like Dexter to the right.
Oh, the guy in front of him to the right? I guess it could be Dexter.
It looks like, I mean, I'm just going by white man with hair.
with that particular hair.
At this point, that's what it's going. So maybe this is the reason why. I'm not sure. But maybe this is the picture that has people convinced that he is the Ripper because of this picture.
People say they think that's Dexter as well. We got another super chat from Richie59. I believe Trinity's son Jonah is the New York Ripper.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier today. About that whole situation. About Jonah. So I mean, they could do it. You know what I mean? But I don't know if they will.
Billtron in the live chat says Trinity's son is too young.
I mean, I just thought it's just too much of a coincidence that he's in New York and he does all that stuff and winds up in New York. In the end, I think that this is what they're saying it is. That they're
Jackie
saying
C asks you where you see a sword.
In his hand. I mean, I don't know if y'all can see it, but to the left-hand side on his left shoulder, it's moving, so the image is blurry.
Yeah, and it kind of connects with the bumper of the car or whatever. But
right over the bumper, he's swinging something at that point, but you can't see it because it's blurry.
Yep,
and but it's definitely some type of.
It goes over the tire, so it's not just the bumper. There's something that's like he's actually holding.
Yeah, so I think probably this is what people are thinking, and this is why they think that he is the Ripper. To me, that looks like a sword. It doesn't look like a hook. You know, I mean, it's blurry, so you could say it's a hook, but you can't swing a hook like that.
It's not a hook.
If you look at the way he swings it like a samurai. Like, you can't swing no damn big hook like that. It's just not happening. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a sword. I think I know exactly what's going on here. Me personally, I think I could see if it is what it is. But from what we see, it's inside of some type of junkyard, and that's where he's at. What looks like a junkyard to me with the cars and stuff.
I don't think anything weird's going. I think they're just
I
destroying.
mean, the sword. There's something weird, Phil.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if it's a sword though.
Sword is a machete. What he was he's a machete. What he was given it's more of a machete, I would say, than anything. But he's swinging it for a reason, and he's not swinging it, I don't think, to attack Dexter.
No, I don't think he's attacking them.
You know, so
there's something in front of him in his eye view that both Dexter and possibly Harrison are looking at too.
Yeah.
What are they all looking at?
We cannot tell.
Right. They're all focused on one particular thing that's right in the middle.
Yeah, there's no way to tell what that is at that time, and believe me, I've looked at it up and down, and everything, and I'll do a whole video on it really soon, and put it all in perspective from what I can see, but there's no way to see exactly what it is, what they're looking at, what they're moving towards. But I can give you a better shot of it. I can take another picture of it and prove that it's not a hook right here with this shot right here.
Yeah, if it is, it's a, like you said, it's a machete or a sword. Someone said it could be a weird glare of some sort, but no,
it's not glare. He's swinging around. I'll put it right here.
Even the way his arms are set, it looks like he has a sword of some kind in his hand. Like he's doing the view, like the samurai. You said it a second ago, Tony. He's got like the samurai stance a little bit.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I'll put another shot of it up for y'all real quick, and you can definitely see in this shot that it's definitely some type of sword in there. Where did I put it?
I had to get drunk as hell last night. I gotta be honest with you. After that episode,
it was a crazy episode. Thank you, crazy Emily.
Who was that?
That was an old caller of mine that I have some voice clips of.
I had get drunk as hell last night. I gotta be honest with you. After that episode,
Yeah, me too. I get fucking drunk as hell after this episode. It was fucking crazy.
All right, there's another shot of it right there. So you can see from this shot right here that it's not a hook.
Is it a pipe?
He's swinging it like a sword, so I don't think it's a pipe either.
It's J Floyd. I'm gonna say Floyd. Floyo said that's a machete. It looks like a machete there. Yeah,
that's what.
Oh yeah, you can see that. You can see the point at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I can see it.
Yeah, so I'll do a video on it and everything else and all that I think it is and stuff. But I think that's what people are going on, why he is that and everything else. And
Isaac has it. It's a pool noodle. They're gonna go swimming and have some fun.
I know all about noodles. All right, I'm the noodle master when it comes to pools. All right, pause. But I know all about it. No one can outswim me with a noodle. I'm the greatest noodle swimmer who ever lived. No one swim. I'm like Submariner with the goddamn noodle. No one fucks with me with the noodle swim.
You're like the deep from the boys.
I'm the deep. I am the deep.
Deep.
What the
fuck? Yeah, it does look like a scimitar, Sir Draco.
Without a shadow of a doubt and stuff.
Oh, Yank says, Tony, your 4-inch noodle ain't cutting it. Oh, Yanks. What the fuck?
Yanks. Oh, Yanks.
Yanks. Oh.
Jesus. Yanks.
Oh, Yanks. You know what we're going to say about you, Yanks? You know what we're going to say about you? This is what we're going to
You
say
know
about
what,
you.
You know, I you know what's up? They call me King Kong in my pants, Yanks. I mean, I don't understand what you're talking
Tony,
about.
you know what Yanks is? Yanks is a talker.
Listening to talkers makes me thirsty. If any more words come pouring out your cunt mouth.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, we love you. We love you.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's funny. That's good.
I'm sorry. So we need a little mountain, everyone. I mean hound. Hound.
I have to bring the Dom Top video for him.
We need the hound every once in a while.
But yeah, that's what I think that go away and everything else. You know what I mean? People saying that's dokes, not blessings. No, that's it's a hat. That's not
surprise, motherfucker. Could it be dokes? No, it's not dokes. It's not fucking dokes.
Yeah, he hangs just before him. He might.
He's just like, hey, Dexter, surprise, motherfucker. I wouldn't be surprised. No. But no, that's not happening.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. No,
it's
but that
Dokes' twin.
I think that's what it is. I think that's why people are saying what it is and everything else like that. And my camera's off for some reason, but
it's hard. They're making it hard to tap on it sometimes. Like when you turn it off, it's like you have to like work it to turn it back on.
But I think that's the way it goes, and I think that's what it is when it comes to that. But I'll do a video on that, and we'll talk about that and everything else. But we're gonna wrap it up then. We put that out, and that will be we'll continue that on Thursday when we do the stream. We'll continue this conversation with stuff with all that on that. I want to thank everyone who definitely dropped the super chat. I want to thank everyone who came through, who just liked the video, everyone who came in, and all of our, even our the 600,000 subscriber. We have Glue Guns and Roses. She's got like 500,000 subscribers.
You know, we're lucky to have some big channels popping in. Nero, I forget your name again, Nero, but thank you, Nero.
Yeah, Nero jumped on here. We got Glue Guns and Roses be jumping on here. We got Ozzy Man in here a couple of times and stuff. I mean, we attract the big subscribers. Maybe it'll rub off on us. So.
Yeah, maybe. I need more help than you, Tony. Yeah, you're in the triple digits, you know.
Yeah, but we'll get you there.
Yeah, we're working it. I'll settle for 20 right now. Thank you, everybody. This has been fucking amazing. Thank you, Mano. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you, Jackie C. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Tom, for all the super chats tonight.
Am I verified too? I'm not verified. How do you get verified?
No, neither of us are verified. We know.
What do you got to get verified?
Money, Tony. I'm not. I think you have to pay for it. I'm not sure. Or you have to be so big. I want to say Carmine might be verified, but I'm not sure. Lou, thank you so much, and hope you've had a wonderful weekend.
100%. Thank you, everybody, for rocking. We'll be back on Thursday.
Black cheese, it's fake. It's, you know, I'm gonna look like Gallagher in about a year. It's gonna be, you know, like I'm gonna have the forehead, the Jack forehead. But thank you for my hair.
Listen, if he's in here, busting watermelons will be all about.
Exactly, Tony. Yeah, I'll have the Gallagher hair, and I'll be busting watermelons on the stream.
We'll be all about.
Whatever keeps us going, man.
If you like the way we do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and of course subscribe. Until next time.